That's $10,000, Connor. Ha ha! Yeah! 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 This show is not for sharpshooters. This show is a fucking machine gun. There's no chewy center to this show. It's all hard candy. This show is not a sniper on a fucking roof. This show is a drone taking out a village. Do not invite me into your house because I will come in and I will wreak fucking havoc. Hey, what's happening? Mike Schmidt's 40-Year-Old Boy podcast. Having a little back and forth, folks. You're coming to town. You're getting in the middle of a little back and forth I've had with my producer just now. She's been wasting a lot of time this afternoon, sitting around watching the computer, listening to Facebook. I got here. Look, I'll tell you, it's a Tuesday record. No, it's a Wednesday record. It is Wednesday. It's the normal day. It's a natural day. And I got here at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, as I often do.
No, you didn't. You got here at 2:30.
No, it was 2:10.
No, it was 2:30 when you walked through the door.
I'm going to pull my phone out and look at a text because apparently you're going to play some sort of fucking law game with me.
And posted 7 more rhyming tweets that were hysterical. Before you came in, from the time you
2:13 p.m. I parked. I'm good.
And then you posted 3 more or 4 more.
On the way up the stairs.
You came up and at 9:30 you were in my, or at
9:30.
9:30 you were in my apartment.
This is, you know what this is? This is relevant to the conversation. Everybody out there is just like, I hope we know what's happening.
It sound like I'm the one wasting time.
Well, there's going to be an upshot at the end of this if you'll let me get to it, because everyone knows that you waste time when I come here and you keep me here and you.
No time.
I try to sit down because I just want to record, folks, and I can't do this on my own. I wish I could sit down and I had some sort of open microphone, but I don't. I need my Lily. I need her to step up. She's my security blanket. She flips the switches and she turns the knobs, and I just come here and I yap, 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 and then I fucking bail. But if I come here and she's not ready to flip the knobs and turn the dials, then I have to just sit here and stare and wait. And
Such a dick.
you know what it is? It's like, dude, oh my God. It's totally like if you go to the mall with your girlfriend and then she's trying on dresses and you're out holding her purse. I'm holding Lily's electronic purse like all the time. And by the way, I never had a problem with that. I still see guys. First of all, it's still like an advertising construct where there will be a beer commercial and the guy ends up holding a purse and he's embarrassed. It's like, man, do me a favor. Jump off of a fucking bridge if you're embarrassed to hold your wife's purse. Dude, when Karen used to, I don't know if you know Karen, she was my butler for a long time. When I was with Karen and we would be out and about on the town, which we often were, by the way, folks. I don't know if you know this about me and Karen. We were always out on the town. We would get a fucking limousine and then we would go out in the town and enjoy ourselves. We would probably go have sushi somewhere and then we would just stare at each other coldly and then we would go back to my house. That's actually just the final 2 years of the relationship. Before that, everything seemed to be fine. But for the next 2 years, it was a lot of, when I could get her out of the house. I'm going to shut up, probably.
It's over. It's final. You can talk about it now.
No, it's not. Because I'm a terrible person. I mean, clearly. Now, I should tell you this, folks. I actually, can you include the sound check in here?
No.
All right, I was doing a sound check, but I didn't know I was doing a sound check because I looked at Lily and I said, hey, I kind of need you with me. And she goes, what? And I go, I need you focused and kind of with me here. And she goes, you're the one fucking sitting around doing nothing. I'm ready. I said, I get that, but like, I kind of need you to draw out of Facebook mode and come with me for the show. And she's like, I'm here. I'm ready. I just been fucking, I go, well, I was ready 20 minutes ago. She goes, no, you fucking weren't. You wanted a yogurt. And I go, yes, I had a yogurt. But then after that, I've been ready. I've been kind of sitting here waiting for you to just pay attention. She goes, well, now I'm pissed that fucking 20 minutes were wasted. And I said, yeah, I get that, but just do me a favor. Can you focus on me and focus on the show? She's like, fine. Are you ready? And I go, I'm ready. And she hits the open microphone. We are 3 minutes into the show. She is leaned back eating popcorn in her chair and has no fucking interest in this. None.
I'm totally paying attention to you eating popcorn like it's the best movie ever.
You fucking hate this so much, and it just drives me crazy because I don't know what to do about it. I really don't. I just don't.
Expect me not to be sitting here like, oh, lovey-dovey.
You're supposed to, though. I'm the talent.
No, a producer's job is to pay attention to what's going on here and listen to
I'm what's going on here. I am what's going on here. Me in this fucking chair that you're going to throw away and I have to do the show standing up from now on from what I fucking heard. I mean, god damn it.
Today. Take it with you. Get it out of my house.
I can't take it with me because then I got to bring it back up and down the stairs. Just fucking put it in the corner of your house that you're not using.
There is no corner in my house I'm not using.
Folks, I'm doing this show without a chair.
I can't sit in because it's broken.
I'm doing this show without a chair from now on. I don't know what. Look, that's how little concern she has for me. She opens up a fucking package of popcorn. I don't get a chair. God damn it. All right, hi. You're tuned in. Y'all zoned in.
I'm eating popcorn,
All right.
watching the best podcast ever.
So you're on the computer watching something else?
I'm watching you.
All right. Hi, folks. How are you? Yeah. So I said to her, I go, I need you engaged, and then she's like, you're the one who's not engaged, and then that happened. And you know what's funny? It's like if you go back and listen, I don't know, like in the beginning. You know what it is? It's because it's like when you have it's funny that we would talk about Karen, because then for the first all those early years, like she would look at me like enamored, and then eventually it was just like because don't you always become him? Like I don't want to be him. I've talked about that. I don't ever want to be him, and I think I've become him. I've become Lily's him. Like it's just like
no idea what you're talking about.
You don't, because I'm crazy. Clearly, I'm crazy.
Honestly, feel like I don't pay enough attention to you.
Nobody does. Nobody does, really. When you think, if you want to go into that, nobody pays enough attention to me. I'm here, goddammit. I'm banging.
Crazy pants off and put on a pair of jeans and let's do the show.
I'm banging on my high chair with a rattle. Will somebody please pay attention to me and bring me a bottle? Will you fucking please? Step right up and get me something that I want, anything at all. Because like attention or love, do that. Fill me up. All right, so. Hey, hi. It can't be about that always now, right? It can't be about me fucking deconstructing who I am as a guy. It can't be that way. Nobody wants to fucking hear that. Because then every week all I'm doing is trotting upon the same ground. And again, like I've said, this is essentially a therapy session where you're in charge, and you must be, that must be why psychiatrists are fucking boned. Because they got to listen to the same idiots tell the same fucking stories. Oh my God, all of you are therapists. Holy shit, now that I think about it, you got to hear the same idiot tell the same fucking stories every goddamn week. We have an appointment every Thursday. You and I have a standing appointment every Thursday for me to come into your ears and tell you that everything is fucking tragic, and you're gonna go, oh my God, we heard this already. We heard it. But it's not tragic. Things are looking up. I'm happy, folks. Can I tell you why I'm happy? Probably not, but who cares? But there are things that I love. There are things that I'm fucking happy about, but I can't tell you about them. And I'll tell you what, that is never good to me or what I want to fucking bring to you or this show. It's antithetical to what I do. I don't have any fucking secrets. I don't have anything that I'm hiding. But now there's shit that I can't tell you. I can't talk about my job because now 2 of the people at my job listen. And it's like, dude, because there's fucking dickbags at my work that I want to talk about. There's stuff that I want to go on and on about, but unfortunately, and yes, I know you're thinking, well, other dickbags, Mike? Yes, haha, I'm a dickbag, I get it. Everyone has their open mic night. Everyone gets to chime in and go, ha, hilarious, I made fun of Mike. Yes, you did. You know who I am? I'm like a mule. I'm like an old podcasting mule, and all of you are on my back and kicking me with your spurs, just trying to make me hear me make the noise. You just want to hear me make the noise. I just want to be a mule, man. I just want to go ahead and eat weeds and fucking hang out. And then you leap on my back and you're like, yeah! And you hit me with the spurs every Thursday morning. And I got to go, hee-haw!
Really?
That's what they want. The rest of the week, I'm just a mule in the pasture. I'm eating weeds and I'm enjoying myself. And I'm swatting flies with my tail. And then on Thursday, you leap the fence and you jump on me and you stab me with your spurs. And I got to go, hee-haw! Why is my mule getting stabbed? What's wrong with my mule?
You have the weirdest life ever.
I have a terrible mule impression. I'll tell you that. Yeah, well, no, that's a donkey. Donkeys go hee-haw.
Aren't donkeys and mules the same thing?
Listen, this is not a zoological show.
All right, we have to look up donkey and mule.
Do we? Anything to get you away from this. You're like, oh my God, finally I can go back on the internet.
You're such a
I'm a little shaken up today, folks, because I will tell you this. I am coming to you live from the oldest, well, not live. I'm live now.
Mule is the offspring of a male donkey and a female horse. So
Right.
it's a half a donkey.
Right.
Sorry.
So I guess you were half wrong.
No, I was half right.
Incorrect. Take your glass and dump out whatever's in it. So I'm coming to you, folks. This is not a joke. This is not a lie. I will tell you this right now. I am coming to you from the oldest building in Hollywood live with possibly the most severe hair I've ever had in my entire life. Now,
It is pretty severe.
because I went today to get a haircut, and I'm clean and sharp as always. I look good. I do look good, but I'll tell you this. I also look like I should be saying greed is good and having some conversations with Charlie Sheen and calling him Bud, because I totally look Gordon Gekko this afternoon.
You do.
And this was not my choice. This was not what I chose to do. I went to visit our friend Missy, who cuts my hair. It's funny. I want to plug Missy. I found this out because Missy was cutting my hair once, and well, she always cuts my hair. Well, all right. Here's the thing. I used to have my hair cut by Natalie, and Natalie was great. No, Natalie was awesome. But then Natalie wound up having some sort of haircut related injury, so she needed to go have surgery. I think she had hair lung. I'm not sure. I'm not a physician, folks, but I think she may have had sniffulus. I think she may have had She may have had comaria, is my point. She may have had one of those diseases. And I don't know why they all involved her vagina. I don't know why I went there. You certainly don't use that when you're cutting hair, do you? I don't know. I wasn't a beauty person. You were a beauty person. Did you use your vagina when you cut hair?
No.
Go ahead and think about that for a second. Snipphilus? Honestly, folks, if I say nothing else the rest of the hour, please know that Snipphilus was worth your price of admission today. God damn it. Comaria and Snipphilus. If that's not the name of the show, I don't know what is. I don't know my business. And business is good. That's what Dave Mustaine would say. Dude, I was at fucking work yesterday and I had earbuds on because I will put on my Walkman when I have to do menial tasks at work. Because you know what? It's funny when I got hired at this job. Now look, here's where I know you're all going, oh fuck, here's where the cracks start forming. Yes, here's where the cracks start forming. Absolutely. Because I've been there for 8 months and it's awesome and I need to do it and I need the work and I need money to pay my bills. Don't we all? Don't we all, folks, need money to pay our bills? I don't know how you handle your life out there. I don't know if you're trading corn for fucking shelter. I don't know what you're doing. You might be handing some shekels to somebody to sleep in their tent. I don't know. I don't know how you guys handle it, but out here in California, in the warm, oh my God, warm, so warm. What was it today? 84? 84. It was 84. It was 80, 80, 80, 80, 84. That's literally a joke for 6 guys. My friends I went to school with, because when I went to high school, although you guys may have done the same thing, although I don't know if you're as old as me, or what if you are the same age as me? I don't know, but you didn't go to my high school. I don't know if you did the same cheer at your school. Lolita's hell of a number. Its number was 666. Now, I was talking to Max about the, why are you shaking your head at me?
Because you were going to tell a point.
I had a couple. I think I had a couple of points. Well, the good news is you're here to keep me reined in.
80.
I'm just again, quit digging your spurs in my back. I'm just going to hop around. If you just want to go for a leisurely ride and get a straight narrative, stop digging your spurs into my back, people. If you just want this mule to walk straight down the trail, that's fine. But if you keep putting your spurs in his back, he's going to go, yeah, and jump around.
80,
80, 80, 80, 80, 84. This mule's just going to jump around.
80, 80, 80, 80.
I'm the cream of the crop. I rise to the top. I'll never eat a pig because a pig is a cop, or better yet, a Terminator, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Try to play me out as if my name was Sega. All right. What if I did the whole song? What if I just did all of Jump Around? But what if I did it in a spoken word like Steve Allen? What if I just heisted Steve Allen's bit? Hey, he died today. No, Sid Caesar died today. Same guy.
Same guy.
Not really, but that's okay. Sid Caesar did die, and so I'm wondering, when is your funerals?
I love that. God damn it, that's funny.
I'm funny.
That's brilliant, though. That's beautiful.
Dude, for 4 days, I've unleashed a joke attack on Twitter. I just went, fuck it. Facebook and Twitter, I don't care. Anything that pops in my head, I let the bees take over. That's what I did. On Twitter and Facebook the last 4 days, I said the fucking bees are in it. But the only thing is, with the bees, like the bees would just fucking, if I let them write it, it'd just be cataclysmic, because it'd just be whatever I spit out on purpose. And I will do that. I will let the bees take over. Go look at all my, I'll tell you this. If you're on Facebook, go look at my posts and see how many of them are edited. And it's because the bees would just fire it off, and then like a minute later I'd go, I like a better construct of that joke, and then I would go in and I would change it. So the bees get reined in, and then their beekeeper comes in and goes, I got to clean up this mess. There's fucking honey everywhere. Certainly it's funny honey, but I have to clean it up. There were 9 things I was talking about, and I've forgotten all of them.
80, 80, 80.
But that doesn't mean anything. That was about school. Haircut. 100. Ay. Then I call. Love plus 1.
Does that equal 84?
It might.
80, 80, 84.
Folks, again, I have to tell you,
Your hair.
my hair, well, it's really taut. My hair is taut. We should take a photo. Let's put a photo of my hair online. Not even of me, just of my hair. Because it looks like a snare drum. It's pulled back super tight. It looks amazing. Not amazing. It looks tight. It looks like my head hurts. That's what my hair looks like.
It's nice. It's tight.
It is. It's
Hell of a hair.
Oh, see? Who's doing lyrics now?
You got me started.
When I'm down, I make a call. Got the number written on the wall. First it's busy, then I try again. Oh, who's she talking to? Could it be him? By the way, that couplet right there sums up my life. Oh, who's she talking to? Could it be him? That's it right there. That's my life. So I have hair right now that's tight. And it is just fucking, it looks like I got a twist tie on the back of it. It is just crazy. It looks painted on. It does. It looks like I got that spray hair. It's severe. It's very severe hair. There would be a severe hair warning in your town if I came to town. I think a meteorologist would see my head and do a fucking emergency bulletin because I look like I should be turning over cars. Right now, if you saw my hair, a cow would go flying by and Philip Seymour Hoffman would ride by in a truck. That's what would happen. Bill Paxton would get in a truck and chase my hair all over town. Fuck Twister, by the way. Fuck Twister. There are people, I saw someone on Facebook, they're like, Twister still holds up. It didn't hold up, but it came out. It was fucking terrible. It collapsed like a house in a tornado within like 6 minutes. It's fucking awful from the jump. There's a tornado in that movie that chases people. Like Richard Jennings used to do a great bit about Jaws 4 about how the shark was in on it and he was chasing the family to the Bahamas. That's how I feel about the Twister tornado. There's a tornado that like it makes its way across the town. Like, because tornadoes last like maybe 8 minutes. For 90 minutes, this tornado is down, and then it like makes a left-hand turn and goes to the drive-in because it knows the people at the drive-in. Fuck sentient tornado. Bullshit. I'm on board with sentient tornado if you tell me it's sentient tornado. If you just pretend it's like a Twister and it's tornado, then I don't buy it. But if you tell me there's a tornado with a brain, I'm fucking going to see that movie and I'm in. I'll buy your premise. If you got a tornado with a brain, by the way, that was the alternate name for this podcast, Tornado with a Brain. That's better than the Bees. Is that better than the Bees? Because I used to say talking at the speed of my head, and then I said head full of bees.
No, head full of bees still works.
But Tornado with a Brain is pretty awesome.
No.
It's got to be something, right? A book or a song or a fucking game. Is it the name of the show, Tornado with a Brain? Wait a minute. How did Snipfulus and Comaria get bumped? God damn it. And by the way, I could end this show now. Tornado with a Brain, Comaria, and Snipfulus. You guys don't deserve any more entertainment. Get off my back! I just want to eat the weeds. Yeah! I think that mule is on fire. What was that scream? Someone, dude, don't take your fucking flame torch to my mule. They're burning down the mule. What? You always make me laugh because you look like you want to talk and then you just make yourself shut up.
Tell me about your hairdresser.
Hey, listen, I get my hair cut. I don't know if you guys know this. I have a severe haircut right now. It is severe. Like people don't want to touch it because it looks like they'll cut their hand. That's what my hair. We got to get a photo of this hair. Look, I can paint a word picture, but people need to see their eye. They need to involve their eyes at this point. No? You're not going for a camera? No popcorn left to chew?
Let me have your camera. I'll take a picture.
Hold on.
I think it's hysterical that you're going to
Oh, yeah, that's no. I can't trust you. I can't trust you. Forget that. I was going to do it too. See, you've sullied everything. I don't think I have any bad photos on there right now, though.
How about videos? Let me see your phone.
Let's talk about something else now.
What you got on there?
I actually think I have like 40 pictures you don't want to see. Yeah, like I literally.
Selfies?
Yeah.
Not the good selfies.
Well, they're good. I mean, they're amazing. They look awesome. But I mean, I don't think they're anything that you want to see.
I'll be the judge.
All right. I mean, I literally, if you want to do this, I will do this. You've seen it already. What the fuck do you care?
I put my glasses on.
Yeah, that
There'll
would.
be no more blurry penis photos.
No, this is straight up. Yeah, I'll find the best. Let me find the best one for you.
Find the best.
I will. I'll find the best
I'll be
representation.
The judge of that. I thought we were going to take a picture of your hair.
We were. Well, we can do that still
Holy Christ.
if we want to.
Oh, I took a turn. The show has taken a turn. Yes.
You know, actually, I can show you this one. Oh man.
I love that we went from what was it?
Because you've seen it now. Because who the fuck cares now?
We went from Snitfulus to cock pictures.
Like literally, I just want to give you like a little flash picture.
I need to see it.
You don't need to see anything.
Really? You scrolled through, looked at them all, and then you wouldn't let me see it?
Because I needed inspiration to continue this show. I said, oh, you know what? I need to know what I'm doing this show for. I needed to take a look and realize. No, because honestly, because at that point, I might as well just fucking send them to you at that point. So, my hair looks crazy. I mean, it is crazy. Just, it is all, But now I can't, fuck it. You know what? Fuck it.
I'll just take a picture. It's okay.
Because you know what? Because this isn't bad. Like, this is like...
Can I just take a picture of your hair? Oh.
No, you can't.
Give me your phone and let me take a picture of your hair.
All right, I'll tell you what. If you can figure out my... Oh, wait. Where's the code? Oh, you got it. Yeah, if you can unlock it, you can do whatever you want with it. She's going to try and unlock my phone.
All right. Well, I I now have no interest in the show because I'm playing How to Unlock Mike's phone.
You want give me the phone back? This is ridiculous.
First try. Really?
What?
69.69? Are you kidding me?
You go with what you like. Now give me the phone. I'm not recording anymore. I'm really not. Give me my phone back. No, because you thought you knew what it was going to be.
I just disabled your phone.
What the hell? All right. You can try again in 1 minute. What if we just did a show where you just kept trying to guess my phone code?
I can't believe it's not four corners. Are you serious? I did it in every direction.
What? See, you know my love of patterns.
Yes, that's why I went that way. Well, that was 2 minutes.
Yeah, we should let's cut all this out. This is just stupid. No, seriously, there's no reason to have this in there. People are just like, because now, you know what it is? Now it's like not even doing a show. Now it's just like you and I hanging out in the kitchen, and then people are just kind of eavesdropping and walking by and going, that is the most uninteresting conversation I've ever heard. She's dicking around with it. I mean, we've fallen. I won't lie. We've fallen a long way from Sniffulus and Co Maria. We had a tornado with a brain a second ago. Everything was great. And now what happens? We fuck around with the phone for like 9 minutes.
So how's your hairdresser's injury?
Listen, she's hurt. Well, this is what I'm worried about, man, because Natalie, so she had she had a terrible injury. She was befallen by injury. And so she's like, I've got to refer you to somebody else because I will be unavailable to cut your hair for like the next couple of months. And as you know, folks, I like to keep it very clean. And so I get it done every month, if not every 3 weeks, because my hair, as I've been informed, grows quickly on top and on the sides. But yet it's falling out at this rapid rate. Like I can't. So that was the thing Missy told me. She's like, dude, your hair grows quick because every time you come in here, I've got to cut like an inch, a half inch off, and I got to shave the sides. She goes, but if it's fallen out, that's just, that's something you can fix. It's obviously not. What was the word she used? What's the bald word? There's a word for bald, like the
alopecia.
Yeah, that thing. She's like, if you're not alopecic or whatever, if you don't have alopecia, it's just falling out. That's obviously my chemical diet thing because I've lost all this fucking weight. So she's like, maybe change that and everything will be fine. So I said, okay, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to eat a wheelbarrow full of chocolate every day. Is that going to be okay? By the way, I have to tell you this story. I went to, remember I mentioned that I was driving around and I was eating chocolate in my car. And well, I kept going to the same Ralph's to get it. Because again, that's what I do. So again, folks, I did the show last week and I talked about chocolate and how I have to stop. And yet, unfortunately, I plunged myself back into that world a little bit and I'm sorry about that. And things are changing. But I went to buy chocolate. So I bought, I had 4 giant Hershey bars and I got in line. And it was the same checker that I've seen a few times. Because usually I go to the self-checkout because I am full of shame and chocolate. But their self-checkout was closed, so I had to go visit this one particular checker, and I saw her like 3 days in a row. I wound up buying chocolate bars. And finally, this third time, she looked at me, and she probably didn't look at me with contempt and sadness, but in my head, she had nothing but contempt and sadness for me. And I'm filled with rage and hate for myself and shame anyway, because I'm buying chocolate that I shouldn't be buying. So I'm locked and loaded for some sort of ridiculous response. And so she grabs the chocolate bars and she looks and all she says is hi. And I say hi. And she says, you must be making a lot of s'mores. Because I bought chocolate 3 days in a row and she sees me buying it. And I hate myself and I'm mad, but I'm still me. So there's a People magazine laying there with Philip Seymour Hoffman on it. And so I pointed at it and I said, nope, finally got a wake-up call. And she's like, what? And I said, it's time to kick smack.
Oh my God.
Which I thought explained why I was buying all of this chocolate because
yes, that's true.
when I was a kid, there's a famous Kojak and a famous Starsky and Hutch where Hutch gets kidnapped by some thugs and they hook him on heroin.
Yes.
And then in order for him to stop taking heroin, they jam chocolate bars in his mouth. Like that's how they cure him of his heroin addiction. And as a kid, I remember going, that's not so bad, actually. If that's how you kick heroin is just eating a bunch of chocolate, maybe I'll try them both. That'll be fantastic. But it's this memory, this vivid memory I have as a kid of watching cop shows. Whenever everybody was on heroin, they would lock them in a room with orange juice and chocolate. Like literally, that was how they kicked heroin. They would tie them to a bed and they would shove chocolate bars in their mouth and make them drink orange juice. And it's like in Trainspotting when Renton is like, all right, time to kick. This is what you do. You get a tin for sick and you get a tin for this and you buy the juices. And it's like, but he had chocolate. He had sweets. And so that's what's in my head. So that was literally the People magazine is there. And I just went, nah, Finally got a wake-up call. She's like, what? And I go, it's time to give up smack. Time to kick smack. And I pointed at him, and she just looks at him. So now she hates me because I'm buying chocolate. She hates me because I'm making a joke about a dead guy that maybe she was reading the People magazine, obviously. And she gave me just like the meanest, dirtiest look. And I just went, ha ha! Like I laughed. I did my stupid laugh because I was like, maybe if I laugh, she'll join me in hating myself. And nope. She just sat there and looked at me like I was a weirdo. And she marked up my fucking chocolate and I walked out.
I would have laughed hysterically.
And I gave her $10 for chocolate. That's right. I had to pay $10 for chocolate, folks. That's where I'm at. But I'm not anymore. We've stopped it. We've gone ahead and finished. Back in the gym in the morning. Forearms hard. Biceps swole. Chest thumping.
Thumping?
Yes. There you go. I'm like going batshit not exercising, like, cause it keeps getting canceled and stuff. So I'm exercising at work, but I'm doing those, like, it's just, dude, don't do that ever, because it's like, you think, because again, I like going to the gym because it's like there's weights and you can do stuff, but then I'm at work and I'm trying to fucking kind of stay on top of it. So I'm doing push-ups at work, and you just look like a dumb fuck. You think that you're doing something for yourself and you think that you're kind of staying ahead of the game, but you're doing fucking like squat thrusts at your job. Just stop doing it. It's so stupid. I'm doing deep knee bends. And again, I'm doing all of those fucking things that in the 20s they thought were good exercises. I'm just trying to do anything. You know what I'm doing? All those stupid exercises that the Airplane magazine tells you to do so you don't die in flight. And you know those aren't effective. They just want to say that they warned you. Like, so if somebody dies on the plane, they want to go, well, dude, there was a guide right here. I'm sorry. Twisting my feet is not going to keep me alive on your plane. It's the word. I don't know who wrote that shit. It's like you read the plane and like, hey, are you worried about dying on the plane? Untie your shoes. Really? It improves your circulation if you pull your socks down. This seems like a prank. I don't know who's running American Airlines, but whoever he is, he has a great sense of humor in the American Way magazine. Make sure you flex your fists so you don't die on our plane. Fuck you. I'm doing a lot of that now where I'm hearing stuff in just my head. I'm just going, fuck you. It happened at work, dude. Look, there's this guy at my work. A nice man. I'm sure he's terrific. But maybe you guys have had this at your job. All right, you work at your job. Has there ever been a guy that you work with who used to work at your job and now has come back to your job? And you were hired while he was gone, but now he's back. All right, let's put it this way. All right, there's a dude who worked at my work, and then he didn't work there for a long time. And then they hired me. But now they've hired this guy again. And so he gets to tell me how to do everything because it's the way he used to do it when he worked there before. And look, I'm 46 years old. It's bad enough I'm counting out plastic sporks to bring to businesses that are much more successful than myself. I don't need to return to home base and have you tell me that I stacked the napkins the wrong fucking way. Fuck you. And that might sound harsher than I wanted to. No, it doesn't. Fuck you. He pulls me aside the other day. And again, nice man. Terrific guy. But he's just like, hey, here's what I do. This is what you should do. If you got a guy who's a regular and he orders food, take 3 or 4 deliveries at once, but always make sure the regular gets his food first because he's our bread and butter. He's the guy you need to count on. So that's what I did. I recognized this guy's address and I went right to him. And, I understand, I guess that's some sort of wisdom that he's trying to impart to me. And it's something that I'm supposed to keep locked up in the barbecue oven in my heart. So I know what to do going forward whenever some regular fucking goes ahead and gives us a shout. But fuck you, all right? It's bad enough I'm doing this. I don't need advice. You're not the Obi-Wan of the fucking road, all right? Stand down. Because you worked here, and then you got out, and then you came back. How am I supposed to trust anything you do when you escaped here and got fucking sucked back in? I can't sit here and go, oh, I respect your thought process because your thought process initially was to leave and now you're back. I got news for you. If I leave, I'm never coming back. And if I do come back, I won't deign to tell anybody what to do because I don't want to be the grand old man of fucking barbecue, for fuck's sake. Get a rocking chair, a knife, and a stick and tell somebody who fucking cares. I don't. I'm here to be a goddamn mercenary. I take food and then I come back. I am Travis fucking Barbecue. I am not in this to make friends. I am not in to be like, wee, this is fun. I'm not in here to go, well, here's the wise old sage of barbecue. And he's telling, fuck that. Fuck you and fuck your shirt that smells like smoke. Not interested. I don't look. We all feel like that at our jobs. Don't we feel like that when you're in a cubicle somewhere and some asshole comes over and he's like, oh, here's the way I do the filing. Fuck you. You know how I do the filing? A to F, and I stop at FU for fuck you, and I put all your sucking information in it. And then I go back to my cubicle and I stew. I hate you so much. I'm stewing so much about you. There are carrots on the floor. That's how much I fucking hate you. Oh, I'm stewing in my cubicle. It's not even a cubicle. I am stewing so much, it's a crock pot. I hate you so much. Full of stew. So he's giving me this advice, and I'm just like, I don't fuck. So then we're last night. There's a thing where you have to do the checkout, where you do the final paperwork at the end of the night, and so he looks at me and he's like, hey, you want me to do the checkout? And I'm like, yeah. So we go to the back office. He starts doing the checkout, and he goes, all right, man, go to the front and get the receipts. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, can you grab the receipts? And in my head, I'm like, you're doing the fucking checkout. So you get the receipts. Like that was the whole point. You don't get to sit down like a goddamn barbecue king and figure everything out. And I got to run around like a scurrying little fucking girl and grab all your shit because I'm not barbecue, bitch. That's not happening. I'm fucking Travis Barbecue, motherfucker. I'm in the front seat. I'm driving this fucking taxi. Am I making too much of this? Probably. But it's like, dude, and especially, and even worse is like, and look, I'm sure he's a lovely person. And I like him, and he seems very nice. But don't, dude, are you just tired of people you're smarter than telling you what's up? I'm fucking, because I'm smart. But I'm not that smart because I'm 46 and I'm bringing people sauce. God damn it, I hate sauce. But if I could look in your left ear and see out your right, then you shouldn't be telling me what the fuck to do. Fuck you, windhead. I'll figure this out on my own. That's right, I called you Windhead. Because there is just a breeze blowing from ear to goddamn ear. If you open your mouth to talk to me, but in your head you hear, fuck you, Windhead. You don't get to tell me what's up. But I'm happy, folks. I have happiness I can't share with you. So we have to tap into the endless well of rage. And this was all brought up by the fact that my hair is too tight and it's pulling these feelings out of me. Usually I keep them tamped down inside of me, but with my hair tight, it pulled everything up to the top, and here it comes right out of the surface. And I'm vomiting this all over you, and I don't mean to. I apologize. And yet I'm not really sorry. I won't lie. That was a mythic apology. That apology was just, you know what that apology was? That was the fake town built in Blazing Saddles of apologies. That's what that was. So if you want to hear the rest of this podcast, somebody needs to go back and get a shitload of dimes. Has anybody got a dime? If you haven't seen Blazing Saddles, watch it immediately. If you haven't seen it in a while, watch it immediately. Literally funny from beginning to end. Literally wall to wall goddamn funny. And I gotta be honest with you, because I think I'm funny, but there are stretches where I'm absolutely not funny, and I get that. And like, because I'll hear people all the time, they're like, dude, Spaceballs is the funniest movie of all time. I watched Spaceballs once, and honestly, I was done with it. But dude, if you put in the producers, if you put in fucking Blazing Saddles, like I don't understand the concept of multiple greatness. I really don't. I think, because if I do one thing well, I'm not joking. I want to throw the mic into the sea and hop in a helicopter and fly off into the sun. Like, I guess I'm finished. I am done. You have gotten all the greatness I've got to give, and now I want to go to an island somewhere. That's kind of my goal. Like, it's so funny. There was a guy yesterday and he was talking about working. He's like, man, I just want to keep working. You know, even if I were to win the lottery, I'd just keep working. And I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't know what species you are. Because I'll tell you what, if I won the Powerball, I would be a dot on the fucking horizon. Certainly a dot shaped like a dollar sign, but you'd never fucking see me again. I would be like Lecter in a Panama hat and a bad wig blending into the crowd at the end of fucking Silence of the Lambs. I would disappear and you would never hear of me again until I ate my therapist. It's not funny for you because I think you're my therapist. Yeah. That's okay. I'm not bad at it. My favorite thing that happens is when I do that, because I'll talk about that like an idiot, and then people will write me, and it's almost like I told the story about my buddy Dennis when I was talking. We were telling sex stories one time, and I talked about eating ass on some girl or whatever. And then I went up leaving the room, and my buddy Jeff told me later that Dennis looked at him and goes, "Schmitty's not serious about eating ass, is he?" And Jeff's like, "Well, ask him. I don't fucking know. What do you think? You know him. You've known him for years. What do you think?" So that happens on the show when I'll talk about stuff, and people will write me, and they'll just be like, "Are you serious about like that stuff?" And I'm like, I don't know how to answer that. I don't know. I guess yes. I mean, I'm serious about everything pretty much, but it's also fucking not. But I'm not serious about any of it. So I never know how to answer that. So I have to invent a word like ness. Or it's the equivalent of saying yes and like and shaking your head. No, yes, I'm absolutely serious about it. But you guys can't see me shaking my heads until I get the Laughter crew in here. Lily and I are in serious discussions to let Laughter into our lives. I'm picturing them here in the oldest building of Hollywood. They will set up in the sink. We can do our own Laughter bullshit. I mean, why do I need... Because I got to be honest. Like, all right, I'm going to say this, and this is terrible, because I'm sure they're lovely people. And by the way, I'm about to queer the Laughter deal forever. I recognize that. Yeah, you know what? The talk's about to fall through because I got to say this now. I just did fucking Comedy Film Nerds live, and they're like, "Dude, we're doing it with Laughter." And I've heard a lot about Laughter. I think Never Not Funny did Laughter. They covered their the Podcastathon, and they did Dave and Greg over at Walking the Room, and they did some other show. And it was because Joe Rogan has done shows also on Ustream. And I guess people want to see you do the podcast. Then I talked about it on here where I'm like, nobody wants to see me fucking do this podcast. Nobody wants to see me talk in fucking circles. Who wants to see me yelling about barbecue? Nobody, right? But then Dave and Chris were like, Chris and Graham were like, dude, you should really try it. It's worked out great for us. We've made a connection with our fans and people enjoyed it. And it was fun. And I know Dave and Greg made a lot of money when they did it, or not a lot, but enough. And Jackie did. I haven't talked to Jackie about her experience with it yet. But then, so I'm like, Laughter. Well, okay, it seems like this is something that my friends are doing. And you got to recognize podcasting is just this weird field where anything that pops up, everybody's like, yeah, I'll try that. Why not? Because we can. I run this show. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Quite frankly, I could have Lily filming. We can put this fucking thing up tomorrow as a video companion. It doesn't matter. The guys at Never Not Funny do it. They have a professionally shot 3-camera video that Elliot runs. And if you subscribe to the show and you're in the Players Club, you go ahead and you get a copy of the video, which is great for people, and that's what you want to do. But then Laughter comes along. And because, again, I was wondering who Laughter was. I figured it was a company. And they're like, dude, this is a great idea. Let's go ahead and jump in. And then when I meet the Laughter dude, I met him at the Comedy Film Nerds live thing. That's the thing. Truly, I met the Laughter dude. Because I'm talking to Graham and Chris. I'm like, well, who's the... I go, do you guys have a contact over there? Is there a representative? And he's like, oh, yeah, I don't know the guy's name, but I'm going to say his name is Phil. He's like, yeah, Phil's the guy from Laughter. And I'm like, all right, well, Phil is what? Your account representative? Or how does it work? And he's like, no, it's just Phil and another guy. And I'm like, I'm sorry? Dudes... And look, maybe I'm pulling the curtain back here and I shouldn't, but Laughter is like 2 guys, 2 cans, and a string. Like, that's their entire fucking operation. It's 2 dudes who bought a van and a camera and went, hey, podcasting's big, let's latch onto it. And somehow they've talked their way into these popular shows, letting them film them, and I'm sure they get a cut of it, which is great. And I guess the only thing they provide is the camera or the servers, but then every time they do a show, the fucking thing crashes. Like, it just goes and gets burned to the ground. Now, I'll tell you what, there's appeal to that for me. Because honestly, I'd be happy to blame some shit on somebody else for fucking once. That'd be perfect. Because normally when I'm on the show and it fucking burns and crashes, that's my goddamn fault. And I accept that. I wear the yoke of responsibility because I'm the only fucking guy here. But if I bring Laughter in and the whole fucking thing crashes, that's fucking great. Because then I can go, Phil and the other guy, what the fuck happened to you guys? You bought a van and a camera. One of them doesn't work. Hop in the other and go get a third. So, I mean, that's literally, it just sounds like to me, Laughter is a bunch of guys who went, hey, we can film you. Can we do it? And then podcasters were like, yeah, okay, why? And they went, because we have a camera. And they went, okay. And then somehow Laughter's making money. I mean, I don't know. I don't recognize business. I think you know that. Let me go ahead and say this. There's a gentleman out there who wants to sponsor this show. He's reached out to me a few times, and I wrote him and I said, hey man, and this was true. I was on the road. He wrote me when I was in Chicago a couple of weeks ago, and he's like, hey man, I have an idea to sponsor the show. So I wrote him, I said, I'm not ignoring you. I'm in Chicago. I will get to you when are you okay? What happened? You almost fell? Is that what it was? She's leaning back in her chair, and she put her elbow up on the countertop, and then you should have seen her freeze. That was gorgeous. Your face was hysterical. And believe me, the irony in telling an audience that they should see what just happened as I'm tearing apart the one venue that would allow them to see what happened is not lost on me. The one avenue that they could pursue to actually see what had just happened, I've now just torn asunder the business relationship with them. So, folks, you will never be privy to what happened here in the oldest building in Hollywood. Terrible. All right, because I'm bad at business. I think we've established that. This gentleman reached out to me and he wanted to sponsor the show. And so I wrote him from Chicago. I go, look, I'm not ignoring you, dude. I am just on the road and there's nothing. I'll get to you when I get home. So I got home and then I wrote him and I'm like, all right, here's the deal. Do you want to sponsor like a month? Do you want to sponsor a week? How many shows do you want to do? And I never know. You know, Lily and I talk about this all the time. I don't know what to charge people. Because, you know, I've had contracts in the past and then I had to refund money on those contracts because sponsors weren't happy. You know, I've had people who've been very happy and have sponsored for months, you know what I mean? And they would pay a certain amount every week. And so we quote rates and then we go from there. But this guy was like, you know, he wrote me back and he's a nice guy, he's a long-time listener. And then he's like, I would like to, you know, I'll do 1 week. And so he's like, well, how much would it be? And so this is where we're at in the negotiation because I've stalled because he's asked like, how much would it be for 1 week? And I don't know.
1 week is pointless. It's $7,000.
Well, it's not pointless. Like, I mean, I don't mind, you know, it's that sort of thing where, because I did ask him, I said, you want to go week to week, or you want to go a month, you want to go 1 week? And also he's not, you know, this guy isn't from fucking IBM, you know what I mean? He's actually from IBN, so I don't know if that's going to be good at all.
Good at all?
Because that might queer our deal with IBM. And the ICM people are not going to be happy at all, period. But you know who might like it? ITN. So yeah, they might be on board. If as much as anybody could be on board with the show, quite frankly. Who doesn't want to get on board with a podcasting mule? I think everybody out there does. They've made movies about field goal kicking mules, and everybody's like, oh, Gus, you are so fantastic at what you do, and you entertain me with all of your comedy. And now they say, Mike, the podcasting mule, you are so fantastic at what you do, and you entertain me with all of your comedy. If only you could cook field goals. Cook field goals. I can't open my mouth. My mouth didn't open enough there. We've adjusted the microphone. Did you guys notice? Lily walked over here and actually lifted the microphone because she said I was soft. Because apparently I'm normally a 5 to a 7, but I appeared to be a 2. Did you say I was a 2?
Yes, but since then we stopped down again and you lowered it again.
I didn't touch anything.
Yes, you did.
Did I? How's this? Is this better? Okay, folks, here because it feels I want to because now this is like Lemmy. Like I'm just fucking yelling up into the goddamn thing. And I've got a boil on my face. Oh, that's not a boil on Lemmy, right? What is that? That's just a carbuncle. He's got a tool shed on his face. Lemmy's got a gigantic thing on his fucking head. Google Lemmy, you'll hear what I'm talking about. Lemmy? You don't know what Lemmy's got? Lemmy's got a bulbous protuberance right there on his face. If I may say bulbous protuberance on this show. It is an explicit show, so I can say bulbous protuberance, right? Can't I?
What are you talking about?
Lemmy. You know who Lemmy is. Lemmy, the guy who hangs out at the Roxy and plays Pac-Man. No, I'm sorry. That's a true story, though. But Lemmy is the lead singer of Motorhead.
No, I don't know that.
Oh, okay. Well, if you Google him, you will be horrified by a thing that is perched upon his head. And when he sings, if you look, his microphone is up in the air and pointing down at him. So he's yelling up into it. That's how he likes to perform. And I like to yell down into a microphone.
But you don't. You yell across the top of it when the microphone is below.
Because I don't want it in my face. Because this windscreen is like it's so oppressive. I don't like any windscreen being able to tell me what to do. I want to push it out of the way. If I want to do this, I want to do this. But instead, then people won't be able to hear me, and then you're mad because you're the producer, as you've just crushed your arms in a fury. And I don't blame you. Again, you're in charge of this. You twist the knobs and you turn the dials. We've talked about that.
Your volume is low again.
Still low, even though I'm talking properly? See, I'm talking properly, and the microphone's right in my face. Now, maybe you realize.
Now you're talking properly and the microphone's in your face.
Right, and it's still low again, you're saying.
No, now it's fine. You moved it again.
I moved nothing. I did nothing.
You moved the microphone 4 times.
You know what? I'm just going to hold my cock during the show. Literally, just 2 hands, grab my cock, and just fucking sit here and do a goddamn show that way. That'll be, and get off my back. That's what a mule would do. He would take both hooves and grab his cock, and he would just do a fucking show that way. Why are you casting your aspersions? Why are you looking all different directions? You're mad? I didn't touch it. I'm talking now. Is it working?
It's great.
Okay. If I do it, yell at me. Well, how about that? Well, let's make that happen. It'll be that weird like shock therapy where if somebody does something and they fucking shock them, like if I light up a cigarette, just fucking stab
Can I
me.
just get a cattle prod for the podcast?
Like you don't have one. You've just never brought it out to
I was
use.
actually going, then I can write it off.
Yeah. If anyone here is a cattle prod, it's going to be you. That's the dumbest thing I've ever said in my life. There's only 2 of us here, and I wouldn't have a cattle prod.
So anyway, how's your hairdresser?
We were talking about our friend who wants to sponsor the show.
Yeah, but we never finished the hairdresser either.
We'll get to that probably. I would imagine we might. Get your cattle prod out. You know, maybe that makes for a better show. Maybe you fucking zap me every time I go off fucking target. Harness the bees, Lily. That's your job from now on. Get the cattle prod out and harness the bees.
No, that would be the director of the show that would do that. I'm just the person who records and makes sure it works right.
It's funny, when I was doing my one-man thing, when I was trying to do that, when I was doing the one-man show and I wanted to do it, I was meeting people to see if they would help direct me or something like that. And by meeting people, I was one person I had in mind. And I went out to lunch with that gentleman, and I sat there and I talked to him, and I put forth my idea. And I was like, but the thing is, I need a director. Because I talked to Mark, when I did Mark Maron's show, I talked to him about it. And he told me, he goes, until I got a director to tell me what the fuck to do, and I wound up fighting with them. Like I never, because I think everything I do is brilliant. Okay, that's where I come from. They always say work at the top of your intelligence. Well, I think that everything I do is fucking brilliant, and it's hard for me to give things away and to say, you know what, I shouldn't be doing that because it's not good, and I'm not a good editor. You know what, I'm a good editor in that I can take a joke and judiciously use words properly and edit it down to its basest form and draw maximum blood. But I am not a good editor in that I will create 100 things and I think they're all fucking great. And I don't understand when somebody doesn't like it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? That was awesome. And they're like, I liked the other 99. Who cares? Like all 100. Get on board with me. Fuck you, Windhead. Maybe that's coming up on the outside for the new name of the show. Fuck you, Windhead. So how do we spin off into that? We were talking about something. Oh, I sat down with so I needed a dude. So Mark told me when he was going to do the one man, he needed somebody to tell him that stuff wasn't good. So he and I had that in common, in that he thought all his ideas were great, and he needed someone to go, no, these are not good ideas, and then you get fucking pissed. And he told me he would rail and fight and scrap and be angry with that person, but eventually it turns out to be the right thing because you kind of turn something over. It's why bands need producers. You know, a band will go in to start cutting tracks, and they might think, oh, this is awesome, and then the fucking Bob Rock will show up, and they'll like, yeah, no, that's fucking terrible. Get it out. And then the band has a band meeting and smokes 45 joints and go, why are we listening to a guy named Bob Rock? There's no way that dude's name was really Bob Rock, right? It couldn't have been. Although if it was, I guess, why not go into producing rock records? Because it works, because stupid rock bands will be like, we got to get a guy who rocks. Bob Rock. Because I can tell you this, Metallica is not hiring Larry Classical to produce their next album. Which is a shame because he is terrific. Larry Classical does fantastic work. As a matter of fact, whenever Lily cannot produce this show, Larry Classical sits in. He also lives here in the oldest building in Hollywood. He's a floor below us. Now, he didn't live here before, but when we moved the show here, he moved in just to be that much closer. This show always has Larry Classical on call. So Metallica, you could do a lot worse. And I love the conceit that we moved the show here. That made me laugh now that I think about it, that I just said, I'm like, yeah, when we moved the show here, Larry Classical, as if that was the only reason we came here was to move the show. We were out shopping around for spaces, and we're like, we need to find a good place to record this podcast. No, Lily needed a house. That's what it was. And she and Eddie wanted to live in the oldest building in Hollywood. It was a goal they've always had, independently. Then the two of them got together, and they went, what? It was like the Wonder Twin powers of moving into a slum. It was fucking fantastic. Shape of a crumbling facade. Form of a gas leak. Shape of a death trap elevator. Form of a faulty electrical system.
I hate you.
And not coincidentally, Lily and Eddie are followed around by a monkey everywhere they go. Oh, Gleek. I hated Marvin and Wendy. Hated them. Oh, wait, Marvin and Wendy aren't the Power Twins.
No.
That's Xana and Jana. Xana and Jana? Jana and Xana? Zumda and Dumda? I don't know. That's a drink I drank once, a Zumda Dumda. I think it was. I think I've talked about that on here. Perhaps I have.
Zan and Jaina.
Zan and Jaina.
So close.
They're the Wonder Twin Powers.
Extraterrestrial twin brother and sister superhero duo.
Who had sex many times. I guarantee it. You know, the two of them had sex, and they were, but they would take the shape of Jenna Jameson, in the form of TT Boy. I think they did. They were able to put it out of their heads. I don't know why the Wonder Twins are having sex on this show. They're not having sex on this show, or I don't know why I'm talking about it, because, well, that's the kind of quality that I bring to you, and that's why sponsors flock to me. Sponsors flock to the show, and they're just like, oh my God, I heard you talking about the Wonder Twin powers of having sex, and I must be in. Meanwhile, Larry Classical toils downstairs with the faulty electrical system, trying to fix it. Because we just had a Frozen thing happen here. We just got the beach ball of death here on the computer, folks. We were able to fight through it. We fought through it. And how good of a job does Lily do? You don't even know that there was a stoppage, right?
Stoppage.
There was. We've been sitting here for 4 hours.
That's true.
But luckily, Lily was able to hammer through it. She was able to puncture the spinning beach ball of death. So I never know what to charge this dude. You know what I mean? Because it's like, because this show lives on in perpetuity. Did I mention that? Because, you know, I don't know. We've stopped down a few times because the fucking computer froze. But, you know, because even if he does a one-off, the show then will be sold and his commercial will live forever on that show. So I never know what to quote a guy. Because it's like, it would be like if Led Zeppelin had commercials on their albums. You know what I mean? What if there was a commercial on Zeppelin 2? You would hear it fucking forever. Like in between Livin' Lovin' Made and Heartbreaker, if they were like, you know, also do Heartbreaker, Heartbreaker, Heart by Coke. Hi, I'm Bill Blazkowski. My friends call me Billy Blaze. So I never know what to say. And by the way, speaking of Zeppelin, let's talk about that for just a fucking second. Mech sent me like the BBC Sessions Zeppelin album. Holy fuck, what a monster Zeppelin is. Zeppelin, they weren't even like a band. They were just a Tyrannosaurus Rex that split up into 4 fucking parts and made noise. Just fucking monstrous noise, and we're ready to fucking hurt people. God damn it. They're a weapon. They weren't a band. Zeppelin was a fucking weapon live. Back in the day, like when they fucking started, their first couple of years, after Jimmy Page had stolen enough material to go out back on the road with those guys. Zeppelin went ahead and just fucking crushed it. Dude, if you listen to the BBC Sessions, because it starts, and the best part about it is the album, it starts, and it's like this erudite dude, and he's just like, well, this is BBC Sessions, and for many years we've been trying to get this band here, and we're very excited to have them here. It's a fantastic day here for the BBC. Thank you so much, and please put your hands together for the Led Zeppelin. And then it, and it's just the Immigrant Song, and it just stomps into your fucking headphones like Godzilla. It just, because again, it's this dude, and he's just like, hello, if you cut me, I bleed tea. Now, I wanted to tell you something. During the Blitz, I hid in a subway tunnel, and it was terrible. I lost both of my parents, and I've been able to deal with it by having a television show. Now I'm going to bring you now Top of the Pops, a band we've been trying to get for years and years. However, we could never nail them down because Jimmy Page was scouring the countryside for material he could steal and turn into his own music. Now, we've got them here today. Please welcome. Can you tell, by the way, that I'm really excited about this new voice? I'm so happy to be doing this British guy. God damn, I love it. Yes, well, here's the thing. I'm sitting in my home right now, and my wife and I have a loveless marriage, but all I know is that tomorrow I get to see the Led Zeppelin at the BBC studios, and I get to bring it to you because we've tried for years to bring them. Who's that? That's British Bill Cosby. We've been trying for years to bring the Led Zeppelin with the jello, the pudding, and the thing. Led Zeppelin. And then they do the fucking Immigrant Song, and it fucking destroys you. And here's the best part. Okay? Because again, I don't know. I'm not music guy. I'm not Captain Music. I have the cape. I've tried to wear it, but it doesn't matter. Just having the cape doesn't make you Captain Music. You need a lot more behind you. Ask Wendy and Marvin. They got capes. Doesn't make them heroes. They got a monkey friend. Doesn't make them heroes. They hang out with heroes. Doesn't make them fucking heroes. Wendy and Marvin were the first characters from Kick-Ass. They were like the precursor of Kick-Ass. But they got to hang out with fucking Aquaman. And you know they did. You know, because you know Batman and Superman are just like, fucking Wendy and Marvin, why? Why the fuck are Wendy and Marvin here? Hey, Aquaman, babysit the kids. And they're like, what? And Aquaman just went, I can't. I'm underwater. I don't know why he's able to say some words and then he has to go, wouldn't he? Instead, you know what? Here's my Aquaman. All right, so hold on. Hold on. I'm working on my... Look, folks, this is how comedy is born. You listen to a bit, come alive. And right now we're working on my Aquaman impression, all right? Here it is. Batman and Superman are like, hey, fuck you, Aquaman. Do our taxes, and then watch Wendy and Marvin, because we're going out to save the world. And Aquaman shrugs, and he goes... Nobody understood what Aquaman said. It was very difficult. Why the fuck do you think he talked to fish? Humans had no fucking idea what Aquaman was saying. But fish are nodding. The whole time Aquaman's talking and fish are just like, yep, we get it, dude. Fuck that. You know what? They put us in bowls. They eat us. God damn it. Fuck you, Aquaman. Sweep the Hall of Justice, do our taxes, and make sure Wendy and Marvin are in bed by 9. But I want to save the world, guys. Fuck you, Aquaman. And he's just bad. He's just... And again, people are like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying, Aquaman, but just make sure that the fucking house is clean when we get back. But fish are just like, yeah, we totally get it. That's why Aquaman talked to fish. Because they're the only ones who understood what the fuck he said. Why would you not want to sponsor this show? We've just gotten to the bottom of why Aquaman talked to fish. Because humans got no fucking idea what he's saying. And that's why they made him do all that shit. Because Aquaman, he was like a deaf guy hanging out with regular guys. I don't mean that deaf people aren't regular. We should probably retake that. He's like a deaf guy hanging out with normals. No, I didn't mean they're not normal. No, that's from Mr. Show. I was doing that, but they said blinds. Blinds are same as regulars now. Did you ever see that sketch? Goddamn, Mr. Show is hysterical. Mr. Show is fucking funny. Well, how did we get into that? I don't even know how we got into Aquaman. Something about heroes. Yes, I know. I'm aware of that. There's no... Why are we even going through it? My hair is very severe today. I don't know if you know that. Have I mentioned that? Listen to me. Natalie got hurt.
That's the name of the show.
Natalie got hurt? She got folliculara. Folliculara. God damn it. All right. So here's what happened. Natalie used to cut my hair. And she wound up injuring herself in some sort of hair-related mishap. And so she referred me to our friend Missy. And so I went to go, and Missy then cut my hair. And look, Natalie's great. And Natalie did a very nice job with my hair. But Natalie was also like managing the shop. So I felt I wasn't getting the attention that I really needed from Natalie. Now I know what you're thinking. Mike, you're there for 15 minutes to get a haircut. How much fucking attention do you need? And then, getting the better of yourself, you're thinking to yourself, wait, I am talking to Mike. Why am I asking how much attention he needs? Obviously, he needs all of the attention in the world, which is true. So I honestly kind of felt Natalie was doing her managing thing, and she cut my hair. And one time she cut my hair, and I got home, and there was like a patch that wasn't cut enough. And so I actually, in my head, I was like, well, I should cut that myself. And then I went, don't fucking do that. Because I did that one time. Oh, my God, dude. My buddy Jeff used to shave his head. He still shaves his head now, but at the time, he totally shaved his head. Like, he still had hair, and he would shave it off. I don't know what the fuck he does now. I haven't seen him in a long time. That's a lie. I had sushi with him like 2 weeks ago. But we didn't shave his head at the sushi bar. We thought about it. We talked about it. But we wound up not having to do it. But instead, I would shave his head. So one time I was shaving Jeff's head, and I had the fucking buzzers out, and it was like, bzzz, and it was that thing where you're cutting, and all of a sudden, and you fucked up because it's like zzz, that noise. It was like let's put it this way: if I was mowing his head like a lawn, I ran over a rock. That's what it was. So I ran over. There was a bump that a phrenologist would go, yeah, you know what? This bump indicates that in the future you're gonna have a fucked up haircut from your best friend. But here's the best part of it, dude. I was shaving his head and I'm giving him the buzz. And Jeff, this is Jeff's second appearance in the show. He was in earlier because he was the guy. Hey, I don't know if he's serious about eating ass. He was the, ask Schmitty that. Let's tell some Jeff stories. Why not? Jeff's the man. You know what Jeff is? Jeff's the dude from the UN of Evil who doesn't want to be in the UN of Evil anymore, but he can't help it. He's been grandfathered in. Like he tries to escape, but he can't because he thinks he's like well, he doesn't think he is. He is. He's better than all of us. He is. He's just a better guy. That's a lie. I mean, all of us are good people in our own right, other than myself, of course. But like Jimmy O and Big Guy and Max and all those guys, they're still comfortable being in the UN of Evil. And Jeff is just like, I want nothing to do with the UN of Evil. We have our 30th fucking wedding anniversary. No, a high school reunion.
This is very telling.
Yeah, yeah. They might have come on. We've been together forever, and we just fight. But then we wind up together at the end of the night. It's perfect. And then same thing. We all have sex. We change our shape of Melinda Tishner. I went to school with her. Form of Michelle Dwanch. I've talked about her on here. All right, so shape of Carrie Paddock. We just had that discussion, Jeff and I. I was like, dude, because we were talking to him, dude, because you go to school with people and you know them forever. And I know what Jeff was talking about because we were talking about his brother, Stosh. And I was like, dude, I go, Stosh dated the fucking hottest ass in our high school. And he's like, which one? And he named a girl. And I go, no. I go, dude, it was a stealth ass. I go, there was a stealth ass who was like, because I sat behind her in world history for a year. But I would just, I would wait for her to get up and walk out so I could watch her walk out of class every single time. And he goes, Carrie Paddock? And I go, you're goddamn right it was Carrie Paddock. He goes, yeah, that's a great backyard on Carrie Paddock. I said, yeah. And he goes, dude, I don't know how Stosh did it. Stosh got Krista Kaufman. He got fucking Nino Okergelnik. He got Carrie Paddock. And I go, because he was rugged. He was like a rugged guy who he looked like a mountain man dude. And he was just kind of fun and cool. That's why. So we're sitting there at lunch, or dinner, I should say, breaking down why his older brother was able to bang all these chicks in high school. It was awesome. It was a great discussion. And I'm like, see, you're still me. You're still me. And he's like, I'm not you. I've got kids and a wife. And I go, I don't fucking care. I'm bringing you back in. You're still me, goddammit. So we got the 30th anniversary coming up, and he's just like, yeah, man, I'm not going to that thing. I go, fuck you, you're going. You're definitely going. He goes, I'm not. I go, you got to go. I go, because it's just be me and Max making fun of everybody if you don't go. He goes, I don't want to do that. And he goes, we make fun of everybody anyway. And the thing is, his wife is totally like not on board. She's like, you don't have to go if you don't want. She goes, if you go, you're going alone. I go, that's the problem. We got to get her on board. If we get the wife involved, then she kind of is like, yeah, I might want to go to that. But the thing is, I understand why the wives don't want to go, because it just turns into the UN of Evil sitting around and talking stories about when they used to throw fucking cherry tomatoes at people. You know what I mean? It's like when I almost fought fucking Joe Murray. Everybody wants to, those stories come out, and it just turns into that, and Jeff hates it. He fucking hates it because he's moved on with his life, and I don't blame him. We've all moved on, except me. I'm fucking Joe Arrested Development, and I'm sitting here fucking telling you these stories of the past. Like when I fucking carved his head. I was shaving his head, and I'm shaving Jeff's head, and it makes that noise. And he's like, fuck, what happened? And I'm like, well, it's not good. I'm not going to lie. It's not good. You're not bleeding. But it was fucking awesome because, his head was like normal, like all shaved. But where I had gone, like I was kind of, he'd go straight. If you've ever shaved your head, you're like zing, zing. You're going in stripes. You're making it happen. You're not crazy quilting the fuck out of your head. You got to make sure there's some sort of, do you go up? I was going back. Well, that might be why I caught the fucking rock when I was mowing the lawn. So I come back and zing, it makes that noise. But here was the awesome part. So instead of just doing like a thing, he jumped and my hand shook. So it wasn't just like I took a divot out of his head. It became a work of art. It was fucking gorgeous. Because I'm shaving his head and I go, dude, you're not going to believe this. He's like, how bad is it? I go, well, you're not bleeding. I mean, it's bad. I'm not lying. And he goes, well, what then? I go, dude, it's fucking awesome looking. It's really cool. And he's like, why? What is it? Tell me. I said, dude, it looks like a Wolverine took a swipe out of the back of your head. He's like, what do you mean? I go, dude, check it out. Look in the mirror. So he goes in the mirror, and I'm telling you, it was fucking gorgeous. It looked like, because again, there's the little teeth on the fucking thing. It just looked like, it looked like a big fucking puma came by and swiped the back of the head and took it left like a big stripe, like a big stripy claw stripe. And we both nodded and went, yeah, that's it. That's the look. That's the move. You got to leave that. Because you want me to fix it? And he's like, fuck no, look at that. That's awesome. So he had a big fucking Wolverine claw in the slash of his head. It was gorgeous. And I'm sure that's why he was able to bang Kim Whittler. Because she went, oh my God, you're amazing. I shouldn't mention, yeah, Kim's married. I'm sure we're all married. Everybody's married, right? I'm not anymore. That's weird, by the way. I found that out. I'm officially divorced. Did I mention that on here? I don't know if I did. I am officially divorced. I called the courthouse. So I guess what I'm saying is, hey, ladies. I'm probably not saying that. I'm not going to lie.
You should be.
Really? Yeah. All right, let's put out the call.
Get
call the
back
wild.
on the horse.
Well, I'd like to start smaller.
Get back on the pony.
Okay. I'm happy to do that. Or we just get some ladies back on the mule. Ladies, throw on your spurs. This mule's ready to ride. That's actually a horse. So I I should tell this story. All right, I'm gonna. I should. So I told Jeff, I go, you got to come to this 30th anniversary thing, and he's like, I can't. I'm not. I won't. And I'm like, you have to, dude. It's gonna be hysterical. But then we were eating sushi. We were having dinner, and then he kept basically saying, he kept bringing it up. And here's the weird thing. Like he's like, I didn't even go to the 25th, and I go, well, I didn't go to the fucking 25th because they had it in a goddamn tool shed. I mean, it was just fucking. I think they had it. They did. They had it in that thing on Lemmy's face. That was where my 25th anniversary was. The 25th reunion just met in that thing on Lemmy's face. Now, the 20th was in a hotel. It was like a big thing. And this is actually funny. During the 20th, Karen and I were split up then. So I went home fat and sad. That was great. But I had a great time that night because it was like fun. And then also we went up in the basement and it got weird. And I know that sounds ominous, but I think I've talked about that on here. It doesn't matter. Did I ever tell that story? I told the story of my 23 reunion. I didn't. So I went back and, all right. Well, my favorite part was I went to the table. They have all the tags of everybody. Now, I should tell you this. I didn't graduate high school. We all know that. I didn't graduate, but I'm friends with the class president, so I always make sure that I'm involved in the functions and I'm still invited to the things because usually they just use like a roster, a roll of people who graduated. Well, my name is always somehow included because, I mean, come on, what's a party without me? Let's get that dumb fuck who talks on the internet. Let's bring him out and have a good time. So my 20th was in 2004, and I show up in Bolingbrook, and it's at this hotel. I think it was at a Hilton or a Hyatt, wherever literally wherever you would imagine they have those things. And I approached the table, and of course, because I'm not on the list, there's no tag for me. So I looked at the stickers that were left, and I decided, you know what? You know who I am tonight? Cheryl Butchko. So I grabbed Cheryl Butchko's sticker and I stuck it to my chest proudly. And I went out to see my friends. Now I saw my friends, and then it's also you're seeing all the people who you haven't seen in forever, and it's really odd. I mean, it's just going to your reunion is so freaky because it's like everybody. It's like you were in gym class and everybody got hit with an aging ray. Even worse. It's even weirder. It's like you were at lunch with all the people you went to school with, and someone shot them with a dad ray. Because they all turned into their fucking fathers. Like they're wearing suits and ill-fitting shoes, and they all are sad because they work jobs. Because when I knew them before, when I'd seen them before 20 years previous, they all had hope. They all thought things were going to work out great. And now they're having beers with me in the Hyatt 20 years later. That's fucking grim. Nobody wants that to happen. And I mean, guys like, Marco Rodriguez, who even though he pretended to be happy with his life, I could see that he wasn't. I mean, there's all these people you could just see that just the shine had left their eyes. And then there were people who I was astonished by. And look, I'm no better. All right. I'm not lying to you. I'm a weird fucking dude. And you know that. But at the same time, I still kind of maintain my joy for things, even though I hate everything. I know that sounds stupid, but I'm not an old man yet. I like I said, my mom said, she goes, I'm 70, but I'm not 70. I'm 46, but I'm not 46. I'm like 9. I mean, it's fucking retarded. And because I kind of want to like things and I want to like people, but you know who's fucking that up? People and things. Oh my God, what happened to you, things? You used to be great. I used to like new things, and now I want nothing to do with things. People, I used to think to myself, you know what? I don't mind engaging myself with people, and now I don't even want to look twice at fucking people. I keep my head down and shuffle away from people. I talk to people through the internet. That's how I handle my business. I climb right into your fucking head. I'm as close to you as you want me to be, and as far away as I want to be. So I wind up meeting people and talking to people, and I want to like them, and yet with every personal interaction I have, I find myself turning into Judge Smales from Caddyshack, where I am frustrated and flustered, and I hate everything and everyone, and I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that bitter, evil, misanthropic guy who thrives on no contact with anyone, because then I'm just Mex. Like, I try to like people and I wind up talking to them, but if you talk to anybody new for more than 2 minutes, you're just like, don't you people have homes? I mean, you're just, who let you out in public? Why are you here? Why are you even wasting my time? Jesus Christ. And I mean, I don't want to be that person, but I do, but I am, but I don't want to be. But then fucking drinking with people at my reunion at the 20th was just, because again, I will be honest with you, it was fucking cool. It was really cool to see people because the barriers of school were down. I was lucky. I don't know if lucky's the word. In high school, I was kind of all things to all people. Like I hung out with the complete dick bags that my friends were, the UN of Evil and I. We were kind of, and this is going to sound stupid. Please know that I put no stock in this. It's not like I'm like, yay, I'm proud of this, but it's just the truth. In high school in 1984, we were like the clique type of thing, me and my friends, because it was a bunch of athletes and jocks and those kind of guys, but we were kind of the cool guys. But you know what's funny? I guarantee you there's another group of people from my class, my senior class, who's like, man, we were totally the cool guys in school. You know what I mean? Like, it's so stupid to look back at, but even we had the best table at lunch, and we had the school class president, we had a bunch of football dudes, and we all hung out. And so, and again, it means nothing. It meant nothing then, and it means nothing now, but I'm just stating what I consider to be fact. But at the same time, I'm sure there's a group of fucking, like our hero, Tony Melenda, and fucking all of his boys who probably thought that they were the guys running the school and all that shit, and that's fine. We used to call Tony Melenda our hero. Did I mention that on the show? I think I did. Because he would walk around with these two dudes all the time who basically followed him around and kind of did whatever he wanted. And so we called them the Disciples. It was our hero and the Disciples. Tony Melenda is... I was talking to Max. All right, so because Max went to the 25th reunion, I didn't get to go. And he goes, dude, I fucking ran into Tony Melenda at the 25th reunion. I'm like, really? He goes, he looks like Waingro from Heat. And I fucking died laughing. Waingro looks like a guy who just, because basically in the movie, he's just this scumbag convict who just got out of prison. And he's like, Melenda looked like Waingro. Which means he looked like fucking Bagwell. Oh, fucking Bagwell. All right. I use this shorthand. You know what's funny? People listening to it have no idea who Larry Bagwell is. If you're new, you don't know who Larry Bagwell is. But I'll explain it another time. Go by year 1. Or by year 2. Did I talk about Bagwell in year 2 or year 1?
I don't remember.
You don't know. You don't care.
I can't keep track of it all. I'm still wondering what happened to your hairdresser.
I have a very severe haircut right now, and here's why. So I went, at the fucking... So there were guys like Melenda, and I again, when I was talking to Jeff at dinner, he will talk about, because I talk about stuff from high school, and there's kind of like, there's glee in my voice, because I recognize how fucking ridiculously awful we were. And the thing is, Jeff is just like, man, we were terrible. We were terrible fucking guys. And I'm like, yeah, pretty much. But we weren't really terrible. We were just dicks, you know, and everybody's a dick when they're a kid, right? Some of us grow out of it, some of us don't. I'll let you decide what camp I'm in. But at dinner, but the thing is, but then when you get Jeff talking about it, he'll start laughing because how stupid we are. We had a guy we knew in school named Vic. I won't say his last name, but well, you know why? Well, because I'm going to tell this story about Vic, because I found Vic on Facebook, and his wife is hot. That's all I'll say. And good for Vic. And also, Vic is hot. Vic is all buffed out and stuff. But the best, like all of his pictures, he's wearing like a pink shirt on a boat. I'm like, what happened to Vic? But Vic showed up one time at a party with some dude, and we were just like, who's that? And Vic's like, hey, this is my cousin. So we just started calling him VC all night. We're like, who's that? VC. Who's VC? Vic's cousin. And it just became this thing. So it became shorthand to where now 30 years later, if we go, dude, who's that? VC? Who's that? Vic's cousin? Like, it just becomes this thing. There was another dude in school, and I'm not going to say his name at all. But he wound up having some sort of acne problem. And so he became ZC. And I know you're thinking, who's that? Zeke's cousin? No, Zitchin. So, but that became, so again, 30 years later, if you go up to any of my friends, you're like, dude, VC? I go, well, Vic's cousin? And so at dinner, I was talking about that with Jeff, and he's just like, we are assholes. And I'm like, yeah, we were. And he goes, no, I think we might still be. And I'm like, yes, of course we are. You're not, because you're raising beautiful children and have a beautiful wife, and you're all fucking cool with your successful job, and you won't come to the reunions. But God damn it, come back to the pack, Jeff. The UN of Evil needs its fucking hammer. It's Polish hammer. And he's just like, dude, I'm not going to that thing. I go, yes, you are. Yes, you are. I can't wait to go. Dude, I don't know what I'm going to do. It'll be fucking ridiculous. Just me and Mex jumping out of our skin, trying to figure out how to avoid people, but also talk to people. It's going to be crazy. Mex and I think, might walk into the fucking reunion back to back with guns in our hands. Just like, what the fuck could possibly happen? Like when you pair off in a bar fight and you got a guy behind you to cover your back. That's what it'll be like when we walk into the goddamn reunion. You know, everybody, like when you're in a bar fight and you go back to pair off and try to fucking cover your back. Why do I say that? Like everybody knows. Oh yeah, that's what you do. If a bar fight ever happens, get back to back with your buddy so you can square off anybody from coming from all sides. That's how it works, folks. Trust me, as a bouncer, that's what you do. That's what you, what? What are you saying?
You should all get suits and skinny ties and glasses and just have the DJ play the music and you guys all walk in together.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, fucking play Little Green Bag and me and the UN of Evil will all walk in. I would do that.
Because again, 30-some years later, it's fucking ridiculous.
Still jerks. Yeah. Still, literally. Because again, it would be worth it just to see everybody just go, oh no. Is that the UN of Evil? Yes, it is. Are they still hanging out together? Yes. Do they still think this kind of stuff is cool? I think they do. Oh, this is sad. And all of us have, besides me, present company accepted, I'm a dumb fuck. We get that. But all my friends have beautiful children and lovely wives and amazingly productive jobs. But that's my point. Everybody would look at me and go, well, Schmidt's a dumb fuck, certainly. I mean, we knew that was going to happen. But everybody else would be just, you know what? That night, it would be like Halloween for them. They'd be portraying a dumb fuck. Like they would be, to go along with me, my friends, the UN of Evil would dress up like me so we could come in as a group of dumb fucks so I wouldn't feel alone. But part of me doesn't want that. Part of me wants them to just be normal and stuff. And then I show up as a dumb fuck because then I'm like the Rudy of the reunion. Like I'm just like there's a scrappy asshole who still made it and is still alive. That's going to be perfect. And at the end of the fucking reunion, I'll just run up and I'll fucking sack Jim Cosdrin. Just fucking knock him right on his ass. Actually, no, fuck that. I'll sack Eric Jensen. He was the quarterback. EJ was our quarterback senior year. All right, so I was telling Jeff, I go, dude, you got to come to this thing. It's going to be fucking hysterical. And he's just like, I'm not. I'm out. But he's done so much dumb stuff too. I've told stories about him on here, and he wants nothing to do with it. Dude, did I ever tell a story? I was in Peoria. Did I tell this story? I did comedy in Peoria, and Jeff came to the show. And then afterwards, we're in the hotel, and he's like, "Dude, I don't want to go out because we're going to go to Big Al's, the strip club." And so we did. We wound up going to Big Al's. Big Al's was, Playboy would name it one of the top 10 strip clubs in the United States when it was up and running. Because there are strip clubs, you would hear these small towns like Peoria or, Council Bluffs, and they would have strip clubs that they would import talent. So certainly there were some shitty strip clubs where fat girls with bullet wounds would take their clothes off and show you their C-section scar. But there were other clubs like Big Al's that would bring in talent and Big Al's is where I had the chick with the punk chick slap me in the face when I was there with Noonan and Marge Takis. I've been in Big Al's quite a bit, is my point. Whenever we went to Peoria, you wound up in Big Al's. That was the move until it went to shit. Like 2 more strip clubs came in and started to rival them, and then everything went to hell, and they didn't pay the fees to bring the girls in from out of town. It just was a mess. But dude, I was in fucking Big Al's with Jeff once, and oh man, there was a girl, dudes. I'm going to say one word, and hopefully this will tell you all you need to know about this girl. Haunches. I mean, she was thick. Like, you know what? I shouldn't even just say haunches. I should say haunches. Holy God. Like I'm talking like from the waist down. Like I would want to jump on her back on a Thursday morning and jam my spurs into her just to hear what kind of noise she'd make. And the way Big Al's work, the way most strip clubs work, is they'll have like 5 stages. So someone will be on the main stage, and then she'll move to the other stage. Well, fucking Jeff decided that that this was the one, and so did I. Quite frankly, I'm not gonna lie. And so we followed her from stage to stage, just giving her our money, just like following her and just giving her our money. And so we didn't even care what her name was. We just kept calling her Bo Jackson. Because Bo Jackson was, his fucking thighs are just, they're like oil barrels. So so Jeff is just like, dude, we got to give Bo Jackson all of our money. So we did. We followed Bo Jackson to every goddamn stage and just gave her our cash. Oh my God, it was so amazing. And and Big Al's was kind of filthy. Like they would get raw, but not super raw, but just raw enough. And Jeff wasn't into that. And he wasn't looking to plow the chick anyway, whatever. So we're out at Big Al's. We're having a good time. And then we get back to the hotel and we're a little fucking, to quote Beetlejuice, we're a little amorous at this point. feeling a little frosty. So I'm like, dude, well, we got to try to find, like, you think there's hookers around here? And Jeff's like, I don't know. And I said, well, dude, what if we got escorts? This is the best part. I'm a middle act at the Jukebox Comedy Club in Peoria. So essentially, my entire weekend's pay is going to go for half of what the escort is going to perform for. Like, I'm going to dive into my money for that. So he's like, dude, I don't know. And I go, well, get the phone book. Because literally that's all I know is to get the phone book and look for escorts. Because I'll tell you a little something about me that you might know or you might not know. I enjoy Vice, as I've talked about. So when I was on the road, I would go to a hotel, and one of the first things that I would do is I would get the phone book out, and I would look for the adult bookstores or the strip clubs or the escort services in town. Now, did I always avail myself of their services? No. I never hired an escort ever in my entire life. Didn't mean I didn't look them up. Did I go to adult bookstores? Yes. And strip clubs? Of course. But yeah, I had never done the escort thing, but I knew they were in the phone book, so I grabbed a phone book, and I'm like, let's look them up. So we went looking for escorts, and we couldn't really find anything. There was like, all they had were like fucking stripograms. And so I said to Jeff, like, well, what if we ordered one of these chicks? Do you think we could talk her into just fucking getting raw? And just like, well, if you're going to order two, maybe. But Schmitty, you and I are not tag teaming some chick in your fucking hotel room. And I'm like, well, I got news for you. You're staying here anyway. So if we get one, we get two. It doesn't matter. We're all in here. And he's like, well, fuck, one of us can use the bathtub or something. And I'm like, all right, fine. I guess we got to use the bathtub. We got to use the bathtub. Because this is how stupid we are. We don't know anything about escorts. We're going to call some chick over from a stripogram. Literally, she's going to come over in some bullshit fucking nurse costume with a handful of balloons, and I'm going to fuck her in the bathtub. That's where my head went. I can't wait to get this chick over here in her fucking bullshit Dr. Feelgood outfit. And she lets go of her Mylar while I'm tagging her over the faucet in the fucking bathroom as my best friend waits in the other room for his turn. Ha ha ha, yeah! I can't wait. But you don't think it through. Literally, you got fucking raging hard-ons. You're like, let's get the phone book. And you're just starting to look shit up. So I'm like, let's do this. He's like, no. I said, dude, well, hold on. You've seen TV shows. We've seen TV shows. We got to ask the desk clerk. He's like, what? I said, dude, we got to ask the desk clerk where we find girls. He goes, what do you mean? I go, dude, it's in the shows all the time. Like the desk clerks, they know all the vice. They hook you up with the girls. They hook you up with fucking hookers. They have a deal. He's like, dude, I don't think that's real. And the thing is, you know, I grew up on 70s cop shows. So every hotel was this fucking den of iniquity, you know, where terrible things could happen just if you talk to the desk clerk. You walked into some shitty hotel, some old man asked for his cheese whiz, you threw it to him, you talked to the desk clerk, and next thing you know, you're knee-deep in fucking weird pussy. That's the key. It's got to be weird pussy. It's got to be weird. It's got to have like a fucking funny nose and glasses on it or Google eyes. That's how I like it. Because, you know why? Because I'm going to look it right in those eyes and have a goddamn conversation. And by the time I'm finished, those eyes will be googly. All right. The worst part is when I'm doing it and they roll those eyes. Oh, that's never good. When a pussy rolls its eyes at you, you are not doing your job, goddammit. Weird pussy or not, you want to hold its attention. And if weird pussy rolls its eyes at you, just fucking check the fuck out. Just excuse yourself from the bathtub and go to the other room. You're out. Tag in your best friend because you just made a pussy roll its eyes at you. So I go, dude, we got to talk to the desk clerk. He's like, well, dude, he's not going to have any. That dude's not going to. And I'm like, no, we have to. But here's the thing. On these old cop shows, again, like I said, it was some shitty hotel that was just waiting for Carrie Fisher to come and blast a fucking surface-to-air missile into it and make the whole facade crumble. And then you would pick up your pork pie and go try to find Mr. Fabulous. But now I'm staying in like a Fairfield Inn. And I'm like, dude, this guy's totally going to know about Vice. So he's like, well, go ask him. And I go, dude, I don't want to ask him. I said, I'm working here. He goes, what, you expect me to ask him? And I go, yeah. I go, you're a guest. You're leaving in the morning. Who the fuck cares? I go, I have to stay here all weekend, and I'm doing shows at the comedy club. He knows this whole thing's in my name. So go ask him. He's like, I wouldn't even know how to do it. I go, dude, you go up to the desk, and you fucking $10 to $20 bill between your fingers. You just hold it out. You're like, hey, you know where some guys can find some action this time of night? And he goes, well, if you know how to do it, you should do it. I go, I can't do it. I'm working. He goes, well, I can't do it. If you know, just fucking go and do it. I go, no, dude, I can't. He goes, all right, I'll flip a coin. He goes, let's flip a coin. He goes, because Schmitty, I can't fucking do it. I go, Jeff, come on, you have to. He goes, no, I'll flip a coin. I go, fuck. Fine. All right, fine. That's fair. If it gets me closer to a bottle blonde in a nurse costume with a handful of fucking balloons bent over the sink, I'm in. If it gets me closer to staring deep into the googly eyes of a weird pussy, I'm in. Give me a quarter. So he pulls out the quarter, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to flip it, you call it. And I didn't want to do that. I would have rather he flipped it and I called it, because I always call tails because of Dave Casper, as I've mentioned.
Yes.
And it also seemed appropriate to call tails in this particular situation. But I took the coin, and I'm like, all right, I'll flip it. We'll let it hit the rug. You call it in the air. And so I flipped it, bing, and it goes in the air. And he's like, tails. And I'm like, God damn it, he stole it. Fuck. And it hits the ground, and it bounces around, and it comes up. Heads. And I look at him, and I go, looks like you're asking. He's like, fuck. I go, dude, you're leaving in the morning. What does it matter? I go, besides, it's getting late, man. We got to do this because we got to get a fucking girl over here. He's like, son of a bitch, fine. Well, you're coming with me. I said, fuck that, dude, just go out there. And he goes, no, you got to come with me. I go, just go. And I saw his face betray like a little, like kind of a thing, like a, you know how you can see somebody think of something in the moment? And I saw his face kind of pass like, oh, and he just goes, oh, okay, yeah. All right, cool, I'll be right back. And I went, he's not going to fucking ask. And I go, no, I'm coming with. And he goes, no, it's okay. And I go, no, fuck that. I'm coming with you. And he goes, well, if you're coming with, why don't you just fucking ask? I go, dude, I'll hide. He goes, what do you mean you'll hide? I go, dude, I'll just be in the lobby, but I won't be with you. Because I can't let him know that I'm doing this. I'm working here all weekend. He goes, fine, fuck it, let's go. So we walked down the hallway. And it was probably, I mean, it was the slowest walk I've ever had down a hallway in my entire life. Like I half expected Susan Sarandon with a Bible next to us as we walked down the hall. Because we're just, I mean, he's shuffling his feet and I'm walking with him. And then I'm just like, you fucking, and so we get there. And then we have to part. I want to part before the desk clerk sees me. So I peel off to the right and he goes to the left where the desk is. And I peel off to the right where there's like a common area where they put out like continental breakfast in the morning. And they have a giant, like a ficus. So I actually go and I stand behind the ficus. I'm standing. I mean, I'm not hidden. I'm not hiding. I don't even know what I was. And the thing is, I go there. I should have just sat down. I should have just stood in the hallway. But instead, I literally peeled off to the right. He goes to the left to the desk clerk. I go to the common area, and I immediately go behind a plant. I couldn't have been more conspicuous if I would have walked out and said, "Where's the pussy?" Just like, hey, where are the white women at? which wouldn't have been a bad thing to yell, but quite frankly, one of those words wasn't necessary in that sentence at that time. Color was not an object to me. I don't care. If we're flipping coins to find girls, as long as she's got balloons, I'm in. So I peel off and I stand behind the plant, and then I'm peering through it like fucking Artie Johnson and laughing, like I'm just, because this entire situation is very interesting. And I see Jeff, and he's got and I should tell you this, I forgot this. So I was like, let's go, and we walk out, and he goes, all right, well, give me $20. Like, dude, I don't have $20. He's like, what? And I go, I don't have any. I get paid at the end of the weekend. He's like, wait a minute. So I lost the coin flip and I have to pay the $20? I go, come on, dude. You got to pay the $20. He's like, fuck. He takes his wallet out. He takes the money. And he's got it in his fist. And I go, no, dude, you can't hold it in your fist. You got to tent it. Like, what do you mean? I go, just fold it and like smoothly put it between your fingers. Like you're just kind of like, and he's like, dude, don't fucking tell me how to hold the $20. I go, you got to do it like fucking in the shows. That's the whole deal, because he'll know what you're doing. I go, because you can't palm it and shake his hand, because the guy's not going to shake your hand. That's fucking weird. But if you're just holding it like, and you fucking cough on it or whatever and just fucking hand it to him, he knows.
That's a visual. We should be recording these.
Really? We should have Laughstered it? Let's call that dude at Laughster to come over in his van and make money off of something he didn't invent. They are not going to understand this. Like, they're not going to be like, because someone's going to snitch on me. They're going to write Laughter and go, don't ever work with Mike Schmidt. Why do I think anybody would snitch on me? What if they did? Somebody wrote Laughter, don't ever listen to Mike Schmidt. He was making fun of you. By the way, that's a lot of phone calls you better make, or emails you better send, particularly this week. So Jeff's got the money, and I'm told him to tend it between his fingers. So then we walk down the hallway, and it's this Bataan death march. I peel off. I'm behind the ficus. And he goes to the desk, and he's just kind of paralyzed. Like, he doesn't know. Because I will say this. Jeff may be in the UN of Evil, but he needs a couple of drinks to become a diplomat. Like, I mean, he's just... Because he was a cool, awesome guy. When he's sober and stuff, he's not... But when he would get a couple of pops in him, that's when fucking UN of Evil Jeff would show up. That's when Kip Durbin gets fists rained into his face. That's when terrible things happen. That's when Jeff squeezes an entire bottle of mustard to dot the I in his name. That's when that sort of stuff happens. So when we get down there and he peels off and he's just kind of frozen because he has no pops in him at all. And he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to say. Even though I had told him, I'm like, ask him before we can find some action around here. So I'm at the ficus tree and Jeff walks up to the front desk and the dude is just sitting there and he doesn't even look up until Jeff gets a little closer. And then and finally Jeff gets to the counter and the guy looks up at him and it's just this old dude. And Jeff just takes his hand up and he doesn't, there's nothing smooth about his movement. He's just holding the 20 in the air like he's flipping the guy off with the $20, just like fucking hand up. And the guy looks at him and the guy's like, can I help you? He's like, yeah. We were wondering where the girls are. We rehearsed this line, Jeff. All you have to say is, we were wondering where a guy can find a little action around here. You've seen Kojak. You've watched Cannon. You've experienced Mannix. You know how to do this. We were wondering where a guy could find a little action around here. And quite frankly, you should be saying, I was wondering where a guy could find a little action around here because there is no we. I'm behind the ficus tree. I'm out of the fucking picture at this point. Even though when I checked in, he saw you with me, so he knows you're with me, but I didn't fucking think about that and didn't care. So he holds up the 20 and he just, where the girls are. And the guy looks at him like, excuse me? He's like, and Jeff looks down sheepishly and the best part is he has no fun with it at all. Like because I thought it would be fun if he did it. But instead he immediately resorts to, he's blushing and he's looking down at his shoes and he's 26 or whatever the fuck he is, but he just goes, we were wondering where the action is. And the guy goes, what do you mean? And he goes, well, the action, girls, like, where could we find girls? And the guy goes, mister, this isn't that kind of hotel. Awesome. And when he said it, like, I really think that the $20 bill just wilted in his hands. Like his money hard-on went away instantly. And Jeff's just looking at the guy. And I will tell you, because it's an older man and Jeff's younger, so it was very much a dad-son type of response where the guy just looked at him like pshaw and was just like, this is not that kind of hotel, son. And you saw Jeff was like sad and he felt like he'd let his family down or whatever. And I'm behind the ficus tree and I got to admit, I'm just like, I'm trying not to laugh. And here's my favorite part. I'm behind the ficus tree, and I wanted to leap in and try, but I mean, I was kind of having too much fun at this point, and I mean, I figured, I guess we're not going to get laid. I don't know, but so Jeff is just looking at the guy, and the guy's just looking at him, and then Jeff just goes, "Have a good night, sir." Calls him sir. "Have a good night, sir." And he basically runs away, and then I meet him in the hallway, and he's looking at me, he's like, "Fucking shit," and I'm like, "What, dude? That was fine." He's fucking pissed. So we get to the room. And he's like, "God damn it, Schmitty, I can't believe you make me do stuff like this. Why do you make me do stuff like this?" I go, "You lost the coin flip. You had to do something like this." He's like, "Yeah, but this whole fucking thing is just stupid. Why didn't you just go up and ask him? This is what you do." And I go, "Because it gets you out of your comfort zone, Jeff. This is the thing. Come out of your shell. Ask a guy where to find some action." He's like, "I can't fucking believe you make me do shit like this." And I'm like, "Well, we can still call these strippogram chicks." "I'm not calling these fucking strippogram chicks. I should fucking go home tonight." "No, man, don't do that. Just fucking stick around." And there's like a beat. And then he just looks at me and I'm just like, "Where the girls are?" And he just goes, "Fuck you." And he just starts laughing. He just, because again, it's just this tension is released and he just starts cracking up. And I go, "Well, at least he didn't take the 20. And he goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Well," I go, "and you probably saved at least $100. He's like, "Why?" I said, "Well, dude, if I didn't have the 20 to tip the desk clerk, I certainly didn't have money to pay for a fucking escort." So my whole plan was on my best friend paying some stranger to fuck me. That was my whole plan. I'd do it just for the balloons. So when I tell him he has to come to that 30th reunion, he better come to that fucking 30th reunion. And bring $120 and a love of balloons.
Holy shit.
Continental breakfast is on me. You guys can get me at mike@MikeSchmidtComedy.com. You guys can be my friend at Facebook.com/the40-year-old-boy. David Mex Hernandez does all of the artwork for this show, all of the music for this show. You can be his friend at Facebook.com/David Mex Hernandez. And you can find him at artbydmh.com, ARTBYDMH.com, and get him to do any artwork that you might feel you would need in your life. There's plenty. You can see examples there on his website. People who listen to the show have used him and are very satisfied with his work. He's fucking amazing. So if you want to have anything done, any sort of watercolor, any painting at all, you can contact him through artbydmh.com and get rates and find out the work that he can do for you and pitch him on what you need, and then he will tell you what he can do. And I can tell you this, he will do whatever you want, and he will do it fucking great. Lily Von Stupp is the producer of this show. You can find her at several different Twitter accounts. You can follow me at twitter.com/the40-year-old-boy. You can follow Lily at twitter.com/Lily Von Stupp, twitter.com/MNTs, twitter.com/HollywoodBQFest. And yes? Yeah, that's right. Why'd you make a face? And twitter.com/Burlesque Podcast. Right? BQ Podcast. So twitter.com/BQ Podcast, twitter.com/Lily Von Stupp, twitter.com/HollywoodBQFest, and twitter.com/Monday Night Teas. No, MNTs. MNTs. I fucked all that up. You can also find Lily at Facebook at facebook.com/Lily Von Stupp. You can be her friend there if you'd like, or I'm sorry, if she'd like. But if you'd like to write her a personal note.
Oh boy.
Show, or maybe tweaked audio.
Want to remind you guys about the Monday Night Teas every Monday night at the 3 clubs on Santa Monica and Vine. You should leave that in there, that little thing. It's a great show. It's a fantastic show. It's perhaps the best burlesque show in the history of the world. But I'm going to go ahead and just talk about Southern California, i.e. Los Angeles, and tell you that it is absolutely the best burlesque show in the history of this city. And I happen to know the producer of that show. Her name is Lily Von Stupp, and she is sitting here right now rubbing her eyes. Hi, Lily. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
That's fantastic. Why would I repeat what you said?
Because that's actually something that we do as humans. Sometimes you will repeat the last word back that you heard.
You know what, though? That's something we do as parrots.
Well, my ex-husband did that once on a talk show or on a game show.
Oh, really? We should tell that story someday.
Not my story. Two of my friends' stories.
Okay.
But that is a human condition that they psychologically have said that sometimes when you're given a list of words, even if you know the answer, you will repeat the last word you heard.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm betting that your two friends will tell that story at the drop of a hat, I would imagine.
doubt it.
What? That sounds like the kind of story you'd want to tell all the time. Well, Lily Von Stupp is my friend and my producer, and she is here. She is no Larry Classical. Certainly we can agree on that, but she is much better, and I'm happy to have her here, thankfully. And she produces the Monday Night Teas. I was not at this week's Monday Night Teas. How was the Monday Night Teas this week, Lily?
It was extremely good.
It was Chocolate Box Burlesque,
Yes, it was.
and which is our friends Vivi and Red and Sheila and Carmel.
No, it is just, it is Carmel Knowledge, Sheila Starciani, and Vivi Triple.
Oh, okay.
Red was a special guest.
Oh, terrific. Well, that's good. So that's fun. And it was a fun show. Everybody did, and they took over the whole night, right? They rampaged. Cool. That was exciting. And I'm wishing.
Wonderful at it for their first production effort.
I wish I could have been there, but I could
You
not.
should've.
Well, it was a Monday, and I was tied up.
Really?
There was all
That
sorts of
sounds
things.
awesome.
I wish.
Oh.
I wish it was that sort of tied up. I'm a fan. Are you a fan? Oh, I know you are. I don't even know why I'm asking that. I've been. That's another story for another time.
You've been what? Researching bondage?
Or involved in said bondage in the past, perhaps. Well, again, here's the thing: I could not talk about that with you because I would be such a neophyte, such a person who would have no knowledge. Because I've asked you about it in the past, like talk to you. I know nothing about it. Like when I did, it was all strictly amateur night. You know what I mean? Hey, let's get tied up and fuck. You know what I mean? It was like all that kind of.
That's pretty much the premise of all of it.
Yeah, essentially. There were no levels there. There was no. It was just kind of a thing where let's put it this way. I've done it where it's been planned, and I've also done it where it wasn't fucking planned, and all of a sudden just someone's tied up. You know what I mean, like that.
Not in jail?
Yeah. It was that thing where it was just kind of in the moment. It seemed like the thing to do. I do a lot of that sort of stuff. I'm tearing shit and all sorts of dumb stuff that I shouldn't be doing in the moment. Because I don't think 2 minutes ahead. I'm doing it where whatever's happening is fucking happening. Isn't this great? And in 5 minutes it might be fucking terrible, but right now it's great.
So you play checkers, not chess during sex.
Oh, I think I'm playing backgammon, quite frankly. I'm playing a lot of shit. I'll be honest with you.
Checkers is like just jump, move, jump.
Oh.
Chess is you have to think, 4 plays ahead.
Oh, okay. No. During sex, I'm the equivalent of sweeping a desk with your arm.
That's not a game, actually. Okay.
Well, it is if you want to get to the top of the desk.
That's true. I think that's a checkers move.
Is it checkers? All right. I didn't know. See, yeah. So, I guess more of a. All right. You know what? And during sex, I'm more of a battling tops.
I don't know what that could mean.
It's a game. Google it. It was the greatest game of all time. It was so great. Yeah, battling tops. Actually, I'll be honest with you. During sex, I'm more of a hungry hippos. I won't lie.
There you go. I'm a chess player during sex.
Yeah.
It's a battle and only one will win.
Really?
It's going to be me.
Oh, okay. Well,
And I'm 4 steps ahead of what just happened and what's about to happen and what's happening right now.
so you're the Gary Kasparov of sex.
Yes, I am. And I'm trying to put that on my website.
You
right
should
now.
put that on there. Yeah.
No one will understand that at all.
So like when you're post session, you're in bed and like perhaps they're snuggling, perhaps there is not, but you just turn over and look at the guy and just go, checkmate.
No, no.
Okay, you should. That's your safe word, actually.
I'll say the whole thing fell apart about the time that you went, queen to L7.
Yeah.
I like that I used L7.
Yeah.
Really not because it's a chess thing, but because it's a fucking band.
Yeah, it's a great band. That they have. And when they get mad, when they get pissed, they'll sit down and they'll write out a list of all those assholes that won't be missed. Bring me my shit list. That's a great song. Folks, bricks are heavy. All right, so Lily Von Stubb, let's talk about the Monday Night Tease. So it was great for the Chocolate Box Burlesque. And coming up this week, is it a big-time theme show? Is it a regular Monday Night Tease fantastic production? What's happening this Monday?
Meat Fest.
Oh, dudes.
One word. Meat Fest.
Meat Fest. It's funny. I remember that because I was actually supposed to attend that show, but unfortunately something has come up and I will not be able to attend. And what came up was about 10 dicks. So I was like, all right, look, I'm sure it's lovely and everybody's a terrific performer and I enjoy Russell, but I can't, I won't, I shouldn't, I cannot come to that show. Perhaps I will if I'm not busy on Monday, February 17th. That is the 17th, right? Monday, February 17th, Meat Fest with Russell Bruner and is Tito Benito involved?
Mm-hmm. And reigning Mr. Hollywood Burlesque, Bobby Burlesque.
Bobby Burlesque. Will that, who else? Anybody from out of town?
No.
Okay.
Everyone else is local. And we have a special surprise guest.
A surprise meat guest at Meat Fest.
A meat guest.
There is a surprise meat guest at Meat Fest. So come on out to the show Monday night, February 17th. Tickets are available at brownpapertickets.com, and tickets are available at brownpapertickets.com for all of the Monday Night Tease events that are coming up. And there are some fantastic ones on the dais, on the docket. And also, please remember that March 22nd, that is a Saturday night, March 22nd, at the Yost Theater in Santa Ana, California, down where I used to live in Orange County, down in a town where I worked at a Little Caesars on 17th. In Santa Ana, California. The Yost Theater is there, and they are hosting Reservoir Burlesque.
Yeah!
The Quentin Tarantino tribute burlesque show put on by our friend Lily Von Stupp and her co-producer Yadi presents. I will be hosting that show. Tickets are on sale now, and I will tell you this, with no advertising whatsoever, they're already like a third sold. And it will sell out. It is a barn. It is a fucking barn. I think there's 500 seats. And they've sold already, like I said, like a third of the tickets. And this with no advertising.
I put up a Facebook page.
Yeah.
That was it.
Literally.
It got listed on their website.
Yeah, six weeks left. So it will sell out. If you want to get tickets, I would go ahead and grab them. And hey, I'll tell you what, if you're a listener to the show and you're going to grab tickets, if you want to go out afterwards in Orange County, I'd be happy to do it. I'll hang out. I'll do the show. And then I'll be hanging with some ladies, of course, because that's what I usually do. I hang with some ladies. And then afterwards, if we wanted to hang out, and make sure you're ladies if you want to hang out. I only hang out with the ladies. That's how it works. No, it isn't. I'm an idiot.
Some of those ladies had dicks.
What?
I've seen you hang out with ladies with dicks then.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, you threw me there because I'm like, did you see that? That was like my question.
You missed it somehow?
Were you hiding behind a ficus plant? Is that what you were doing? Were you hiding behind a ficus tree in the lobby? While I had tented a $20 bill and attempted to speak to some cock ladies? Is that what's happening?
Cock ladies.
I didn't see you.
Cock ladies.
I kind of had tunnel vision, I won't lie.
I really don't want to be a cock lady.
What? Why wouldn't you? You should see. You know what? They have the coolest jackets in the school. We go together. All right, so, folks. Go to brownpapertickets.com and check out all of the Monday Night Tease tickets. Go to yosttheater.com or to brownpapertickets.com and you can get tickets for the Reservoir Burlesque show. And don't forget to go to HollywoodBurlesqueFestival.com to get all the information about the coming festival. They've already announced a headliner for the show. So that's going to be available. Go check it all out at the website. And also you can go to Facebook.com/Monday Night Tease and Facebook.com/Hollywood Burlesque Festival. Become friends or fans or followers, whatever the fuck they call it, on those pages, and you will get all of the updates, all of the information. You will find out about who is coming, when they're coming, when the tickets go on sale. And the best part of it all is when the shows are over, you'll see the pictures afterwards. So you will have access to the photos and be able to see Sheila Ciani and her dirty feet and her unbelievable backyard. All right, so check those out. Also, go to MikeSchmidtComedy.com and go to the Joe Business page, and there's all sorts of cool stuff for you to purchase and look at. All sorts of hover text for you to read and laugh at and chortle and guffaw. There's downloads. There's Schmitty Comes Alive. There's For the Life of Schmitty. Those are available. There's the Big Angry CD. That is available for you to purchase, and I will personalize and sign it for you. The Yurt Dirt Dirt shirt is available, and I love doing that on this show because it makes me think of my phone, because when my phone goes off, my phone went off at work the other day, and one of the owners looked at me, and I'm holding it in my hand, and it's going, Yurt Dirt Dirt, And he's just looking at me like, is that a pirate? What the fuck is that? And I'm just like, I got to take this call. It's from a grunting idiot. All right, so. But those shirts are available at the website. Also, like I said, the downloads year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5 of this podcast available individually or together as the UN of Evil box set. And by the way, I'll tell you, if you buy the UN of Evil box set, it does not just get emailed to you. It is actually sent to your home and it kicks in your door and fucking violates your women. So please. Go ahead and order yourself the UN of Evil box set. Tweakedaudio.com is a wonderful supporter of this show. If you go to tweakedaudio.com/40, you can buy cock ring watches. You can buy autoerotic asphyxiation earbuds. You can get gear. They've got plenty of gear. There's artwork available for this show, and I still have to contact Mick in Australia. I'm an idiot, and there are a couple of people here in America, but you know the deal. You got to tell me who you want it on the artwork, and I will get it to you as soon as I possibly can, because Max has to sign it there, and then we have to sign it here, and then I have to send it out to you, and then you will frame it, or you'll put it in your backyard and you'll shoot paintballs at it. I don't know. I don't care. All I care is you've paid. Once you've paid, you can do whatever you'd like with it. One time I had a shirt. I made a shirt. Oh, dude, when I did San Francisco, we did the Schmitty shirt, and it was like the parody of the Golden State Warriors jersey, and instead of the city, it said the Schmitty. And it had the Golden Gate in the face of Schmitty with the horns, and on the back it had the cable car with the number 40 and Schmidt. It was my fucking favorite shirt. I loved it. And a guy put it on Facebook, and he had dyed it black. It might have been Louis. I don't know if it was Louis, but he dyed it completely black. And so the ink was like purple. You could kind of still see the picture. And he just goes, "Hey, I hope you didn't mind. I couldn't wear some bright yellow shirt, so I had to go ahead and fix it so I could wear it." And I wrote him. I said, "You paid for it. You can ruin it any way you would like." And that's true. You pay for something from me, go ahead and fuck it up. I don't care. I already have your cash, and you have my eternal gratitude, and feel free to ruin it. You know why? Because that just means you'll buy another at some point. And ruin that one, which is fine with me too. I don't care. You see this Mobius strip we've got ourselves into, folks? That's fine. Fine with me. This entire thing is like an Escher painting. We're going up downstairs, and then we're all the same thing's happening over and over. So go to MikeSchmidtComedy.com and go to the Joe Business page there and check that out. Like I said, with Lily. And also, I should tell you this. I'll plug this. I did the last Comedy Film Nerds podcast. I think I told you about it. I did a live show down in San Diego. Well, it has been released. So if you go ahead and check out the Comedy Film Nerds live show, you will hear me say one really funny joke and then hear me try to speak over Chris and Graham the rest of the time. But still... Oh, and also, I think we'll talk about Laughter, because the good folks at Laughter were there, and they were able to record it. And as you know, we love Laughter here at the 40-Year-Old Boy. So go ahead and check it out and listen to the show and have a good time, because it was me and Chris and Graham are my amazing friends, and I'm so happy that they involved me in their live show. Remember that Uber is a sponsor of this show. Not really. But I used them once, and they gave me a code that you can use. And if you want to use this code, you will get $10 off your first Uber ride. All of these are lowercase, D21UI. That's D21UI. If you use that when you use Uber for the first time, you will get $10 off. I'll get a $10 credit, and I'll be in Scotland before ye. Did I say that already in another show? That's what always pops into my head. I don't know if I've ever let it loose. I don't know if I've ever let the Scottish bee loose on everybody. But now I have. And now the Scottish bee is loose, and you've been stung, and that sting is going to turn tartan. You're going to have a plaid bump on your arm. I'm a fucking dope. I am a dope. Seriously. I just say whatever the fuck comes into my head. All right. You know what? Let's thank some people, Lily. Time to thank some people. People that I don't think I thanked in the past. But all right, well, first of all, let's talk about this. I have a mystery person to thank. What? Yes. Well, first of all, let's do this. We'll thank our friend Steve in New York. Steve sent me some AMC movie passes, like an AMC gift certificate gift card. But I have to tell him this, I never got it. There was a thing where they sent it, and then I wasn't able to download it, and then he contacted them to straighten it out, and I think that he thought it was straightened out, and they thought it was straightened out, and then I never received it. So, Steven, if you can possibly contact them and get your money back or do something like that, that would be great. But thank you for thinking of me. I think I maybe mentioned it on the show before, but I tried to download it, and it didn't work. There was some code that didn't work, and then he contacted them and said it was going to work, and then it didn't. So it was a nice thought, and thank you, but I don't want you to be out of the cash, so please, by all means, contact them and square that away. Although, I'll tell you what, it's been like 5 months. I've probably ruined that. But now, because literally, I just found the email again, and I went, holy fuck, I forgot to do that. So, Steve, I apologize. So, hopefully you can go ahead and fix that. And also, here's more of a mystery. Somebody sent me a gift certificate from ThinkGeek. And so I keep getting emails from them. They're like, hey, don't forget about your gift certificate. I'm like, holy shit. Not only did I forget about Dre, I forgot about my gift certificate from Think Geek. But now, even worse than that, not only did I forget about Dre, not only did I forget about my gift certificate from Think Geek, I don't know who sent me the gift certificate from Think Geek because it was around Christmas. So I wanted to say thank you to whoever that was. If you contact me, that would be cool, and I will say who you are and thank you personally on the show, or I'll send you an email that says thanks. And at the same time, I have not used that Think Geek gift certificate just yet, so please know it is still out there. But I don't know your identity, and I would love to know it and say thank you to you personally. So thank you, person who sent me Think Geek gift certificate. I appreciate it. Now, here's some names I do know. I know this name, our friend Todd Rush, who is a monthly donator to this show, who has been in the inner circle from the beginning. Todd Rush sent us an ArcLight gift certificate for the movies, which was really nice of him. Thank you, Todd. And Todd has been our champion. Todd, he put together the Trayvon Martin YouTube clip, and then he put together another clip. I forget which one it is. It's another clip from the show, but he put it together. And he came to see me in Portland. He's just a really good guy and a big fan of the show and a constant supporter and also a night dweller like me. So it's like I'll be sitting there at 3 a.m. All of a sudden I'll get a fucking message or a text and it's from Todd, which is awesome. So he's really great. He's a huge supporter of the show. He's spread the word about us all over the place, and I thank him for it. And also I thank him for this ArcLight gift card. I have not used it yet. I do have movies in my future and I can't wait to use it. Perhaps I'll wait till the summer when the blockbusters come out. But thank you, Todd. I appreciate it. Now let's talk about our friend Robert Chaz Shute. Robert I've talked about on here before because he's written books. He's an author. He's a published author. He writes these detective-type novels, crime novels, thriller novels. I don't know how you want to describe them. Robert would just call them his children. But he's actually worked the podcast into the narrative of one of the books, which is really cool. Well, he sent me a gift via Amazon. He sent me Doug Stanhope's last album called Beer Hall Putsch. And I thank you, Robert, for that. But I'll also say this. Robert sent me that via Amazon. He sent it MP3 style. So I have to download the Amazon cloud and I have to download the Amazon MP3 player, and I can't figure out any of it because I'm old and not smart. I tried, man. I tried to download it, but the thing is, I would have to download it to my laptop as well as my desktop to be able to play it on both. I just wanted to get the fucking MP3 and drag it into iTunes. That's all I wanted to do. But it told me I needed to get the cloud, and then I had to get this player and the fucking things in the cloud. And I don't fucking know. I'm not a weatherman. What the fuck? So I have been unable to hear it just yet. But Robert, thank you for thinking of me. Eventually I'll be able to figure this out, I would assume. And it's good to know that if the world ends and I'm walking the deserted road in Georgia with my child at my side pushing a shopping cart and we come upon a laptop that works, somewhere stored in the cloud is my Doug Stanhope album to entertain me for an hour. That's good to know that I have that in my future. But I can't figure any of this shit out because you know what? Here's the thing. Maybe if I use my Think Geek gift certificate, it will explain to me how to use the cloud player because it seems like they would be thinking geek. My friend Lily just mouthed the words, "I'll do it." And I cannot tell you. I can't tell you how long I've been waiting for her to mouth the words, "I'll do it" to me. Now she's flipping me off. And moving her finger in a come hither fashion. I can't tell you.
I don't think this was come hither.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting for her to say, "Come hither, I'll do it." But thank you. So thank you, Robert. Thank you, Mystery Geek Think Person. Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, all of you who have donated or purchased things in the past from the show. We do appreciate it very much. Thank you for supporting the show. We are keeping it indie with Mike Schmidt, as I've said many times. And also, I will say this. The second a network comes and asks me to sign up, I will do it immediately. So we will no longer be indie. So please don't think that I'm going to be like, "Oh, dude, he's a sellout." Yes. You know what? Aren't we all just pending sellouts waiting for a number? I think we are. And if you don't think so, then who are you, fucking Dee Dee Ramone? No, he sold out too, right? Didn't they all sell out? Everybody has.
Everybody sells out.
That's who I am. That's what I'm just waiting to do it. I'm waiting for it. I should tell you this too. I want to talk a little bit. As we know, last week's show got away from me a bit. Because in the beginning I was filled with a little crazy rage, and it turned out there was a thing that I wasn't. I talked about my mom last week, and I talked about my mom's cancer diagnosis. And you guys responded very, very nicely. You wrote on the Westside 86 Jokers page, which I should mention on Facebook. If you go to facebook.com/the40year-old boy, you can be my friend. But if you go to facebook.com/Westside 86 Jokers, and that's the number 86, Westside 86 Jokers, that's the Mike Schmidt fan club and listener gathering place where you can show up and have a flagon of mead and discuss this week's show. So, and by the way, it's so funny when they were talking about Laughster, like Chris and Graham were explaining Laughster to me. Okay. And they were like, yeah, it's a place where all the listeners of the podcast get together and they get to listen to the podcast at once and chat about it. I said, really? My listeners invented Laughster then, because fucking 3 years ago, Liana and Valkyrie and Hannah and Gio was there. A bunch of people would get together into like a chat room. And unfortunately, the name of the gentleman who started it escapes me. He is from Texas, and I've met him, and he's a really good guy. But someone busted his balls once, and he shut the whole fucking thing down. Like, he's like, I do this to have fun. I don't do it to fight with anybody. So he fucking bailed on the whole thing. But he was a guy who started it, and then everybody else showed up, and they would listen to the show that Thursday night and talk about it live. And I actually went into the chat room a few times, and I would talk to people while the show was playing. It was fucking cool. So, like, you guys invented Laughter. You just didn't just fucking make a van happen and get a camera and film it. So good for you. I hope these guys give you a fucking cut. But you guys responded. You wrote nice things about my mom, and you sent me texts, and you sent me nice letters, and also with stories of your survival or your friend's survival, and I do appreciate that. And I don't know if I said this last week. My mom is stage 1. They caught it super quick, and she should be okay. That's, again, like I said, she said everything's fine and not to worry. They're going to have a surgery. I talked to her yesterday, and she's met her oncologist, and she's met with her surgeon. She's seeing their surgeon again on the 13th, and then they're scheduling the surgery. She had to take the pulmonology test, and it turns out she's good. She has good lung strength. She can breathe. And I will tell you this, she is a 2.5 pack a day smoker and has been for, 40 years, easy, 50. She stopped. She just fucking stopped. She's down to 3 cigarettes a day, and then went to 2 yesterday. When I talked to her, she's like, I only had 2 today. And so she's trying to wean completely off of them because, again, by the time the 13th comes, when she meets the surgeon, she says, I can't be smoking because they will tell me, fuck you, basically. But we were on the phone yesterday, and I'm touching base with her, and she said, so did you do that show? Did you talk about it on your show? And I said, yeah. She's like, oh, I need to download it on the computer to the iTunes or something. I said, yeah, I think I'd like you to listen to it. I go, it's a show that it's about you. And she goes, well, did they say anything? And I go, well, people were very nice, Ma, and they wrote me, and they want to write you a letter. She goes, oh, that's sweet. And I go, yeah, but they don't know where to send them, and I don't want to give out your address. Don't give out my fucking address. No, I won't. I said, but on Facebook they were talking about sending me stuff, and then I'm supposed to send it on to you possibly. And she's like, well, they can do that. If you want to do that, that's fine. But it's like, everything's going to be fine. I'm not going anywhere, so it's okay. And I said, yeah. And it's funny. We talked about me coming to Florida, and my mom's lived there now for a year, and my mom's never ever said, never, not once, because she's got a life and she's doing her thing or whatever. And I said, yeah, and some people talked about coming to Florida and maybe doing a show, and my mom said, I would love it if you came to Florida. And I said, what? And she said, yeah. She goes, absolutely. If you came to Florida, that'd be great. I said, well, okay. I said, I might come down. I might bring somebody, and it'd be a fun thing. And she's like, oh yeah, absolutely. You could. And I said, well, what's the hotel situation like? She's like, well, if you wanted to stay in a hotel, you could do that. But you could stay with me and Dan. I said, really? She said, yeah, we spent $400 on a mattress that blows up. And I tell you what, Michael, it's not one of those pieces of shit that deflates in the middle of the night so you wake up like you're in a goddamn swimming pool or something. It just keeps blowing air all night long. Like it's attached to a filter and it keeps filling it up. So it's just like a regular mattress. It just blows up full of air. I said, all right, well, that sounds great. And she goes, so yeah, if you want to come down and stay here, that's great. But you know what though? I said, what? She goes, if you're coming down with a woman, you probably don't want to be sleeping in your mom's house. And I said, yeah, among other things, Mom, that's probably something I wouldn't want to be doing with a woman in your house. She goes, oh, don't be a smart ass. So thank you to everybody who wrote me and reached out and wanted to know about her. And she's a fucking badass. My mom is just a goddamn wood chipper. And she is just going to make this, literally, It might be like a cartoon where cancer actually leaps out of her body and just spins its feet and it makes that and it runs away. Like, 'cause that's who my mom is as a person. And thank you so much for reaching out. And if you want to send cards or you want to do stuff like that, go ahead and do so. That would be awesome. I'd appreciate it. So would she. And if you want to send them to the P.O. Box. And now, all right, Lily, I'll ask your...
The P.O. Box email.
Yeah, you know, right? Because I always make people write me. It's that fucking weird step. Here's what you need to do. You need to write Mike Schmidt, care of Throat Punch Media, P.O. Box 146, North Hollywood, California, 91603. Mike Schmidt, care of Throat Punch Media, P.O. Box 1. I don't know why I'm repeating it. They can stop this and rewind it. We're not on the phone. We're not on the goddamn phone. I'm talking super slow like they're writing it down now, and it's going to go away like it's going to fucking self-destruct. I guarantee you, folks, you can stop this and rewind it and listen. I'm never giving the address again. All right, stop, rewind it, and listen to it, because I guarantee there is going to be no smoke coming out of your iPod. This fucking show will not self-destruct. Well, hold on a second. This show actually self-destructed about an hour ago. But I can tell you in the moment it's not going to self-destruct where it does any damage to you or your fucking iPod. So go ahead and write that down. I'm human lunch meat. I'm nobody. I'm baloney in pants. God damn it. Why do I think I'm somebody special? Why do I think I'm anybody interesting? I'm not. All I bring to the table is everything that everybody else does, but louder. Don't hit snooze on me, motherfucker. I am a hilarious noise machine. I'm going to tell you this. You need to sit down and reevaluate your life if you can pull 2 midget Indian wrestlers out of your skull at any time. You know what? I don't even need you people here. Seriously, I do this. I love me. I don't give a fuck what you think, how you think. God damn it, I'm the greatest. I can't go for Schmidt. No, no. No can do. 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 No can do.